in, in being declassified from the human race and then brought down to a lower race that symbolized color. When we talk black, white, mulatto, he did not want us to be classified in these racial categories, but to be elevated back to the human race, where there was only one race, and that was called human. As he said in his famous speech, the Negro finds himself a slave in his own land. That means that, you know, we have been consistently and constantly fighting, whether it be from Frederick Douglass, his writings, whether it be from W.E.B. Du Bois, his writings, John Henry Clark on the African writings, Drew Ali speaking about the Moorish history here in the United States of America. You know, these things that were talked about were just reminders of who we were in the past and what our fight has been in this country. We did not want to be called Negro. We did not want to be called a color.
What up, X? Yo. YouTube trolls catch my scimitar blade and turn snitch. Your man is your dog and your homegirl a bitch. Inquisition lies turn high priestess to witch. Burned at the stake, cooked like fish Escovitch. COINTELPRO are not pros but rookies. TikTok program makes young girls shake their cookies. Transgenders wanna be called proper pronouns. D-Wade's son turned daughter, pawn of the order. Used for the rituals, niggas wearing capris. Slam dunk champ shorts are way above his knees. By yourself with 3 masks on, that's a disease. Most of y'all are crack fiends for vaccines, giving passes to perv clones like Weinstein. While in your favorite actor had property on Epstein Island. Hollywood Kazaj, tribe of 13 wizards, blowing lies make visibility pour like blizzards. With sins greater than 55 miles per hour, stupidity will surely get your minds devoured. Using your soul to quench the thirst of diabolic devils, then ignorance would rise past hyperbolic levels. Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in? Are you thinking, or is your mind controlled? Are you blinking, or is your first eye closed? Will you think and save yourself or fall victim? Will you fight back or keep getting your face kicked in?
I put your head on the water and show you what's important. You need air, of course, and more will appear. Anywhere I stand, my rock was there. So no matter where I stand, my rights will be clear. The law of the land, signed by the air. Ooh, the true air. Ownership, caught up in color, you disown the ship. A black star with black people in it. Ship carve your way before Trolley boarded it. That's a smart plan by some hybrids. But the birds still fly with a message. A flag of culture, heritage. American Republic. Feeling like Carthage. You driving cars, I'm riding elephants. You thinking nothing relevant. Black before every statement, you're an agent. Need I say more? I'm in 7-Eleven. You're thinking corner stores. Human rights declared. But how they corner yours?
So where's your dad? Is your dad up here or is he back?
Yeah, my dad, he retired and he went back. He built his house and he's chilling. Back home now. Back home now. Back home now.
So anyway, my cousin, you know, ended up talking to my cousin Janae about more science at her brother's baby shower. And she was, you know, Janae is pretty fucking intelligent, so she understands what's real information, what's not. So she decided to basically help me do what I was doing, and then we formed Rise of the Moors. She wanted Return of the Moors, and I said, no, we didn't. We're not coming back from something. We've already been here, so it should be Rise of the Moors.
Right.
And the idea was to sell T-shirts in my book, which we did, and then I stopped selling the T-shirts because the T-shirts have the Moorish flag on it, and it's not really customary to put a flag on shirts because when the shirt gets dirty, the flag gets dirty. There's disrespect to the nation, blah blah blah. So I stopped doing the shirts, and then it's just been videos and videos and videos. And then once you shared one of my first videos, it went crazy within the Moorish science, the Moorish realm of Moors. And then after you shared it, it got, you know, Rise of the Moors just blew up, and then. Then, you know, long story short, you know, so those are the two founders of Rise of the Moors, myself and Janae, and with Cujo's help.
Which is why, for example, honors to, you know, people like Jamal with Rise of the Moors. He started his own organization and bringing people in and teaching them about their birthrights and their nationality, same stuff that temples have been supposed to be doing for 100 years.
I mean, that's basically it. So, like, they already deleted all my videos, so it's kind of like, if you know what you know, if you don't, you don't. You know, you can go to Canaanland Moors YouTube and learn about who we are. That's really, you know, you go to Canaanland Moors YouTube and learn about who we are. That's really, you know, you go to Canaanland Moors YouTube and learn about who we are. That's really, you know, you go.
Because you're listening to these traders telling you about Drew Ali, told you about love and all this stuff, when it's Shimitar time for all these people. Body in the trunk, what you gonna do? It's Nas and Nori now. It's body in the trunk time now. Because it's just absurd, the level of treason that's going on, that people are allowing, because they're sitting back waiting for the Moorish government to do something when they're the government. We'll take a Shimitar, take his head. He's a traitor. He's a liar. He's a turncoat. We'll take a Shimitar, take his head. He's a traitor. He's a liar. He's a turncoat.
Rami, I'm in Colorado, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I saw you, though, you have a real problem with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
you think I'm finna let you play with my Moorish nationality. I will kill you over that shit. Excuse my words, but I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. I mean that shit. Like, I will bury a motherfucker over my nationality, cuz I don't play that shit. Liz, you a dumbass. Take that shit back to your colonists. Take that shit back to your colonists. To your name, Liz. You a lizard. You a snake.
Gotta get to moving. But let me close with this real quick. It says, no man lives unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand love in return. And they will not do to other men what they would not have other men do to them. And then lastly, teach that the holy breath would make them one again, restoring harmony and peace. That nothing can make them one but love. Nothing can make us one but love. And that's why I say love is the answer, because that's what's going to bring us together. That's what's going to stop all the petty bickering and fighting and division and hatred and anger and all of that. It's love. You know what I mean? Love, unconditional, pure love. All right, let me focus before I
crash into something. Much love to you. Much love to you, Cujo. You know, the thing is just where I'm at in life, I can't, it's hard enough for me to be positive as it is. And I can't even, airplane dumbass long. I can't, it's hard enough for me to battle the outside world, you know, with the negativity going on. I don't need to take in any more additional negativity if I don't have to. So that's where I'm at with it. Much love to you. Keep shining, keep being amazing, and keep loving, because love is the answer. All right.
Islam, boy.
Islam, Cujo. What's
What
up,
you
brother?
say?
Stay on here because it's
Hold on.
Yeah, man. These traders, man. These haters, man. They gonna keep trying, but they gonna keep failing, man. I'm telling you, like, our time is now. Like, they don't understand how divine our movement is, man. Like, I just did a broadcast about the same thing. I just read the divine warning, and just like every time I read, I was just telling them, every time I reread literature, I catch something that I didn't catch the first time, and it's like it increased my comprehension of it. And it's like it put a glow in you. You know what I'm saying? It make you feel good to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all you haters, man. Shimmatar time, as Cujo told you.
Time. So let me ask you this: since you just dealt with divine warning,
yes,
how do you see these traders being in violation of divine warning?
Oh man, they like, man, these traders, man, being in violation of the divine warning is basically what he was telling us about watching ourselves, because the ones in turbans and fezzes will put you back into slavery. They are all violating they are all committing sin because they're violating the national constitutions of a free government. So any of these sellout, as Taj told you, anybody that's claiming to be a scholar in a high position or whatever, if they keep calling you Negro, Black, Colored, African American, and fail to realize and acknowledge you under your national descent, they are traitors and turncoats. And if they withhold any of this information and charge you for this information, they are traitors and turncoats. Get that through your head, Morris. If they are, first of all, if something is divine, it should not be charged. Did God charge you to be? Did God charge you to be placed on this earth? When you came at your mom, did you come out with a bill attached to you? I don't think so. So therefore, this divine and national movement is not for sale. Your nationality cannot be sold to you. Understand that, Morris. And fuck all you goddamn haters, you traitors, and turncoats. Shimmatar time. Islam. I yield the floor.
Islam, more. So we had good vibrations. Good vibrations left a message on why I asked you that question. Good vibration, got vibrations left a message on our YouTube page, and this is their message. He put out a video urging everyone to return to the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. Urged everyone to do their own research. Use the direction that Noble Drew Ali taught about how one should comport, I guess, themselves, oneself. Spoke about how some have ignored the teachings and directions of Noble Drew Ali, harming the mission of the Moorish Science Temple, which has made public statements that they are not associated with Rise of the Moors. They say Rise of the Moors created great confusion and that they are a bootleg group. They say they want to separate themselves from the misguidedness of those individuals. Rami is saying the same thing that the Moor Science Temple is saying about Rise of the Moors. So the question, are you denying allegiance to Moor Science Temple in your defense of Rise of the Moors and attack Rami? Right?
And see, I just told all my viewers in my broadcast this same thing. Basically just told them the temples are never wrong. The temples are always right. It's the people who are running these temples that are wrong. And that's why they came out and tried to say that our brothers are some made up or generic group or whatever. How can a nationality be made up or falsehood when every other, you got Mexicans who start different groups and different tribes? We just in different tribes. You feel what I'm saying? Rise of the Moors is their own tribe, but they're still Moors, and they honor all Moors. That's not to condemn the temple. And see, this is what I try to get Moors to understand. When we talking about people that's dirty in the temples, we not condemning the whole temple. That's why I said the temple is not wrong. The temple is right. If some of these people in the temple that's running it, that is wrong. If they are, as I stated before, if they're charging you finance, first off the rip, just forget anything else. If they start charging you finance, first and foremost, they are wrong. First and foremost, that's the sign right there to walk away from. You shouldn't even engage in nothing else if they start charging you for this information. Islam, and I'm gonna yield the floor on that one.
Islam. And just like he showed in his video, that because of the leadership of Kudro being a grand sheik of a temple and telling him it's not about the temple, it's about what are you doing in your area. If there's no temple there, I'm not gonna go out and make up some charter and say that I'm Moor Science Temple.
Islam.
I'm not gonna do whatever you're doing. Is it according to the principles, according to what Noble Drew Ali got? Then do what it is that you're doing. Don't care what anybody has to say about what you're doing, because you're that jurisdiction's representative. And if there's no other Moors there and it's just you, then you're it. You're the vizier. You're the consul.
Yeah, that's why I carry it. That's why I carry my position. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm not a master teacher. I'm not a grand sheik. I'm a studious Moor. I'm just very active, and I'm the only one in my territory putting it down like that. So I would understand why you would think that about me, because you don't see no other Moors putting everything on the line, getting out here telling the truth without charging our people, or having y'all thinking Moors are some secret organization when we're not. Here, we're not.
Yep. Islam, mother.
Peace.
Islam, mother.
Peace.
I don't know too much about the video with Rami you're talking about, but just off the last 30 seconds I heard, that was enough for me to call him a clown. I don't even know.
Again.
I don't know why he's still on you so bad.
No, okay, let me tell you why. Because he's big mad because he's blocked right now. So right now, there's no. He's not getting any live energy. He's only getting energy after the fact.
He came with the sheik in the eyes.
Right. So he has to wait for the upload. Like, he can't be on no premieres and no lives.
That dude, yo, something wrong with him for real. Something is so wrong with him. And I mean, at the end of the day, though, like, real talk, at the end of the day, when it comes down to sheiks who show and prove, like, Cujo, you're it for real. As a sheik, and as when you take the damn title off, you still showcase that. You don't see too many Moors doing that, yo. And if all they can do is say that you don't come with the quote proper tone, oh fucking well.
Oh well.
You didn't catch the message.
Because
See you
if
next
they
lifetime.
because
See
if
you
they
next
want
lifetime.
if they
Or
want
maybe not.
proper if they want proper tone, we'll send them to Grand Sheik Nature, who taught us. See if you could handle that tone. Since you're talking about Kudros, whatever.
It's crazy, man.
You
It's
go, you
crazy.
go, you go, you go to Grand Sheik Nature's temple, and you see if you can pull off the little BS that you pull in these other places that you go to. That's Moorish.
You know what it is, Kuja? You too cool. Like straight up, you too cool. You too chill. Like when people really meet you, you're a brother. You're another brother, and they want to disrespect the fact that you actually have years in this. They disrespect the fact that you actually put people on. That's fact.
The Rise of the Moors wouldn't be on CNN if it wasn't for Canaanland Moors. What are you
Like,
talking
come
about?
on, come on, yo. Like,
Oh,
that's
with
the
all these, with
problem
all
right
these
there. For real.
Grand
I'm really convinced that's what it is. Like you're too cool, and because of that, because other sheets they would ignore you, pretend you don't exist, don't want to answer any questions. You know, like even when you have the crazy people on, for real. Because sometimes I be like, why he even click the thing for them? You know what I mean? But it's like you give them the floor, and they still have nothing to say, but some just stupidness, like straight up stupidness. I don't even have a word for it. Like it's just nonsense that they come up with to discredit you, but you're the only one that actually be pushing out the information the way that Ty's be talking it, where you have Moors versus Christian. You got those who are of here, from here, know this place, this is their land, versus the people who fucking came over here and wanted to invade.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up invade. And that's what they're doing now. And it's like, okay, Cujo was the one who put me on Tutoriano. And he's the one who taught me how to really reserve my rights. Cujo put me on to Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, excuse me. He put me on to Clark. He put me on to, I knew Bobby, but you had the good DVDs uploaded on Canaanland Moors. You know what I mean? Like people they don't know how to appreciate good stuff, man. They don't. They sick me. They make me sick. They're sickening. They're sickening, yeah.
It is a disease. It is a
It's too
disease.
damn much, man. It's too hot for this.
And it's not even some hard stuff.
Right.
Because some of these people who I know the mayor and know the governor of whatever and all that, and more still don't have stuff together yet.
Yeah.
When more could go to the mayor's office and sit down and have a conversation, and the stuff isn't sorted out yet. Something's going on. Something's definitely going on. Something's definitely going on. Because
like the box, there's more bots than necessary. They blocking comments.
Crazy.
They putting in work now. They were before, but they definitely doing it now.
They're trying. Which is why the obligation it always goes back to this is the people's thing. This is not the Grand Sheik's thing. This is not the consulate's thing. This is not the res whatever thing. This is not the Morsans Temple of America's thing. This is not even Drew Ali's thing. If Allah sent him, it ain't nothing to do with him.
Islam.
You get the lessons, or you looking at individuals, thinking because some individual said something. You never fact check anything that they said. You're just riding with them, and they're talking BS, and they're talking BS about people who put in more work than the people talking BS, and then you're still riding with the BS talking people. That's why we just stick our head out the veil, see what's going on over here, and then we go back to our business, what Moors do. And you're not going to know what that is unless you say you're a Moor. So don't ask. Because we can't tell you what being a Moor is. You're either it or you're not it. Like that's the only options. Right? There's two sides. Pick one. Higher self, lower self. Pick one. Divine or national. Pick one. You can't ride the fence. Better figure out how this stuff works. Because Islam, Brother B.
Islam, how you feel? How you doing?
Everything's peaceful, Mo. How you doing? What's good? Everything good? Or like they're messing with your thing.
I think no, I'm in this hotel or whatever.
All right.
I think my internet messing up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and drop off if they keep doing it.
All right. No worries, more. If it's tripping.
All right, peace. I'll just chat with. I'll hit you later. Peace.
All right, peace, more.
All right, peace.
Brother Dave, peace. Just gotta unmute yourself.
Islam, can y'all hear me?
Islam, we can hear you. Loud and clear. We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Islam, I can't hear it, anything either.
Yeah, we're not hearing you, Brother Dave.
Yeah, I don't hear him neither.
That's weird. I heard him before.
Yeah, I know. I just heard him. Now I'm room. Push the link again. Try again. Try again. Because you know how they do already. So it's not the movement. It's not the nation. It's not the temple. It's not the school. It's not the whatever. It's the people who are in the seat. And the people who are in the seat that's been calling themselves Moral Science Temple of America haven't been doing what they're supposed to do. Which is why you have Khalifa Society. Because so-called Moral Science Temple of America that's out there obviously didn't reach these people, that they had to start their own thing. How come there wasn't a temple near Rhode Island? How come there's no temple there? How come there's no temple in Canaanland? How come there's not a temple in every state if these people are who they say they are? And Drew Ali already did the work. He had how much ever temples and all that. So what? You didn't have to really do anything else. Just keep doing what he was doing. We wouldn't be having any issues right now. But we're having issues right now because of traders and sellouts. That's just what it is. Yeah, they're playing with your thing, Brother Dave.
Can I
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Like, the thing that is really messing up everything is the fact that people they keep straying from the prophet for real. And what I mean is, okay, we know that Noble Drew Ali incorporated the Moore Science Temple into a religious organization. And the reason why he did that is because it was a loophole for people to be able to get to the civics the way that they were supposed to, but they were being held back. Right? How they say that they take away your nationality and your religion made you 3/5 a person. Right? So now understand, Noble Drew Ali created a realm for us to be, like to literally be ourselves, our ancestral selves, our divine selves, our inherited selves, you know? And because we keep treading, it's like once people understand how to operate a business, you know, like start a corporation, they run off and do their own thing. And then it's like, as they're trying to gain people, they want to throw the prophet name in there. Like, nah, man, you can't keep doing that. Whoever is doing that, you can't keep doing that, because you see the confusion right now. If you're going to lead people to Noble Drew Ali, then provide what it is that he put forth and leave it at that. Let them figure it out. If they have questions, they will answer their own questions as they study.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's becoming too much of a circus for real, to the point where now you have 10 people live in the balance. I believe the youngin, the 17-year-old, they let go.
Yeah.
But you have 10 real lives right now being affected by this. And it's all because there's no real centralization or a real common ground with it. And the reason, again, is because people are trading from what the prophet gave. If we truly understand love, truth, freedom, and justice, then it would be very, very simple to understand how to take this information and save yourself. Wouldn't be no conflict about it. None. It's like every time I met up with you, wherever in the world I met up with you, it was just peace. It was just cool vibes. It was family reunion, and then we went about our own life again.
Yep.
Because that's how it is with anything. Just like the Italians are doing right now. They link up, every once in a while, but they live their life. You see what I mean? You have to take this information and honestly save yourself. Follow what Noble Jew Ali left for you. Don't stray from him. No different how you see people, they take the Bible, right? They misconstrue what Jesus said, and they run with it in a different direction other than what the man himself told you. And he told you, these things I'm doing, you can do, and greater still. The man said, ye are gods. Ye are
Yep,
children.
I just read that.
But you, like 2,000 plus years later, you have people with crucifix around their neck talking about, oh, he's coming back one day. What? Did you not get the message?
Nope. They obviously didn't.
Man, yeah, that's all I really had to say, man. Stop straying from the prophet just because you got a little knowledge. You know how to start a corporation, you know how to start a business. Okay, cool. Put more on it and provide a true service or product to the people. They will come. But anything that started in fraud is going to be destroyed by it. Know that. I yield. Islam.
Islam. Peace, brother Dave.
Islam, Cujo. I want to give honors to the prophet, and I want to give honors to the mothers and all the brothers out there. I just find it really peculiar because I'm in Mecca, so yeah. I just find it really peculiar. I see all these grand sheiks and sheikesses and people of high status within our nation, supposedly, they have all these negative commentaries regarding Jamal and the rise of the Moors situation. And okay, let's say you don't necessarily agree with how they moved or whatever. That's irrelevant because nation business is nation business. That's supposed to be done amongst the nation, regardless.
Right.
But what bothers me the most about the whole situation is nobody is actively correcting the record, except you, Cujo. Nobody. When these people say, oh, they have a belief that the United States signed a treaty. What do you mean that's a belief? That's not a fucking belief. Pardon my expression, but
you straight.
That's not a belief. When they say, they have a belief that they're not within the United States jurisdiction. Is William Dungy a belief? Why are none of these temples correcting this on the record?
Right.
And letting these people get away with these fallacies and these outright lies. It's not even, I wouldn't even call it yellow journalism. It's just flat out lies.
Yeah. Slander.
Flat out lies.
Yeah, straight slander.
Straight slander. Like, how can you sit here and say they have a belief about a treaty? What do you mean the belief? You can go look in the governmental archives about that treaty. What do you mean? 1787. Treaty of Peace and Friendship. I am confused as to why these people, and especially in my territory in Mecca, because there's a lot of disjoint. I'm trying to find the right word to look for. You got to pardon me because I'm a little under the weather.
Well, it's all good.
It's really disjoint where I'm at because you got so many people that see the fallacy within the temple. And keep in mind, my elders have been with the prophet since the prophet was out running on the streets. I had a great grandfather who, when he passed away at 103 years old, we called him Munt, but he was in the temple. So my entire family has been within this lineage, this divine and national movement since inception. But looking at how people are carrying it, they're not carrying it the right way. They think it's a club. They think it's a gang. They think it's this, that, and the third when it's not. This is your birthright. The reason why the prophet said return your turbans and fezzes and go back to the state of mind in which he found you, is because even if you take your turban and fez off, you still a Moor, but you just a dumb nigga. I've been standing on this knowledge ever since I've been following you, Cujo and Taj, and really studying. I've been standing on this for a long time. I've been teaching everyone around me. And I noticed it's crazy because I didn't have to go into the courtroom. Once I upped my vibration, I noticed how these highwaymen would look at me and they just look the other way. They don't even want to look at my face. Like they don't even, I could be doing whatever, you know, they see me, oh, look the other way. The Moor is coming through. Oh, look the other way. You don't, once it resonates in you so deeply, you don't have to well, I'm trying to find the right word, to overexert yourself. It is what it is. So, you know, I just wanted to yield the floor on that. You know, I just wanted to say that because it's just, it's really disheartening to me seeing these elders, so-called elders, COINTELPRO, as you call them, not correct the record. And we got to correct the record. And I'm going to make sure that just based off this situation alone, I'm going to make sure that I do what I have to do in order to make sure that record is correct. So Islam, Cujo.
Islam, more appreciate that.
Islam, brother. Islam.
And also too, if you're on the thing, get up with Brother Kush Day, because Brother Kush is out there and he's saying the same stuff that you're saying. What's wrong with these temple people out here? What is going on? What are they doing? How come we don't see them? You know? How come we always gotta come to the temple? Where are they at? Because this is about nationhood. And the ones whose mindset is about nationhood are going to represent the nation. The one whose mindset about this is just about more science, temple, or religion, they're going to rep that. The ones who are, you know, Supreme Council, Supreme Grand Body, or whatever, their mind's going to be that. That's just what it is. So once we know that it's nationhood, then we know what it is. They ain't see no Chinese science temple for them to go learn to be Chinese or whatever. Like, where's their science temple at? And don't tell me about their temples where they go pray. Because we're talking about nationality right now. We're talking about birthrights right now. We're not talking about some organization, religious thing, Salat, then Ramadan and all that. We're not talking about that. Right? Because we know people have did a disservice with regard to what this was meant for. If Noble Drew Ali brought you a constitution, that's not a corporation thing. A constitution is not a corporation thing. To have the power to say, we're going to have a Moroccan flag raising, that's not a Moorish Science Temple thing. And how come these Moorish Science temples who could do all this stuff are only just inviting their temple to go? When that's supposed to be a national event, more should be traveling all across the country to go to whatever city it is because they're raising the Moroccan flag on behalf of these Moors who live in that jurisdiction. It should be highway blocked up, turbans and fezzes everywhere because some little town in Tennessee recognized some Moors. They're giving them the key to the city. Moors from all over will be traveling into that thing to go witness that. These Moors getting the key to the city somewhere. That's nationhood. Right? Just like what the Moor was saying. Every single Moorish, whoever they say that they are, coming out and correcting the record of these colonists lying on Moors, is nationality. That's nationality. Forget Moorish hospital. How about all the Moors just stop the BS? We all know that we're Moors. And let Noble Ali be what it is. Forget all the labels and the titles of all the BS and all the different organizations and all the whatever. How about just Juali and that's it? And don't even bring up anything else. How about that be the nucleus for Moors? And guess what's gonna happen? Here they're gonna come. Well, you know, Brother Malik, he has a blue turban on, so we can't unite with them because the turban's supposed to be orange and we can't have unity. And then you want to know what the problem is. Those people are the problem. The ones who don't just want to be unified, because we're already that. If we all say no with Ali, what more we need to unite on? What more stuff we need to put together to say, okay, we could finally work together because we ironed out the whatever. Ironed out what? Are you repping for Noble Juali? Yes. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to go dig that trench over there. Well, no, I don't want to dig trenches because I'm a computer guy and, you know what I mean, my degrees of the... What are you talking about? All we're talking about is digging trenches right now. That's all. Nothing else. Shovel, pickaxe, that's all. We're not talking about anything else right now. We don't care about how much law books you read, and we don't care about how much history books you read, and we don't care about any of that stuff. All you want to know, you know how to use a shovel right now? There's 500,000 shovels. Grab one. We have to dig some stuff. Well, I'm the grand sheik of the Moorish whatever like that, and we don't dig. Oh, well then you're a problem. Then you're a problem.
And if you look at the situation, like the brother was saying, of all these temples and all these Moors that didn't stand up, this was the time that everybody should have flown the flag right now. All they did was show you what I've been saying, that Cujo and other Moors been saying the whole time, that a lot of these Moorish temples have joined these fraternal orders. And they can't stand on that because they have to stand down because of their 501c3 agreement, that non-disclosure. They can't even speak on it. That's why we ain't got nothing to do. And it didn't dawn on me at first, but then I had to go back and listen to what they were saying. I was like, yeah, y'all, that's them 501c3 non-disclosure agreements that y'all made, not even to speak on your nation.
Yep, U.S. Moors. Them ones.
Naturalized citizen Moors.
Yeah, those ones. The Moors who's telling you get a license. The Moors is telling you get all these corporate documents, and then not teaching about reservation of rights and not teaching about the law, not teaching civics, and have you just blindly going in contracting your free national name with these criminals, selling yourself out again. Like selling yourself out again.
Yeah, honest to the mother for giving me that information about how to reserve your rights. Like I appreciate that because I definitely pay attention. I'm a very big note taker, so I take very big notes. Like when I hear certain things, I rewind the video about 10 times to make sure I catch it right. And things of that nature. So big ups on that, mother.
Islam, thanks, man.
Islam, brother B.
Islam. Oh, right. Islam, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
It's clear to me that we under attack, man. This soft ass shit that we got, man, this soft shit that we got going on, man, ain't no way in hell this is what the prophet brought us that they claimed that they're demonstrating, man. This shit's bullshit.
Sure.
How we getting shot down in the street and then we got people telling us oh, not to have weapons, but somebody breaking your house, you ain't supposed to have a pocket knife. That can't be what the prophet meant. And then I'll be looking at it like now it's on the big national stage with Brother Jamal or whatever that you know, it's like double, triple time, like everybody pushing. And it's not even hard to see who the sellouts is now. But then again, at the same time, it's waking other people up, other nationalities, like, wait, what's really going on? What are these dudes talking about? So they just keep pushing a false narrative, hoping and praying that people don't go look and find out what's the real when people go look and find out what's the real, because you got what's coming out of they mouth, and then you got what's coming out of brothers like you, Jamal, Todd, who's coming out of they mouth. And like, there ain't no other nation around the earth, ain't no way in hell that a Korean national get us in trouble here and they council don't come, that's supposed to be the heads, and at least come work out some agreement. And you can see that as simple as when ASAP Rocky got in trouble and Trump sent counsel out to go get him when he was where he get in trouble with? China or somewhere?
Wherever it was, yeah.
Wherever it was, nigga, they sent counsel to go get him. How come we ain't getting no counsel to go get him? Then we go deal with what's going on. You get what I'm saying? It's easy to tell. It's too easy to tell. And then it's soft. Oh, the prophet said love. Yeah, love your brother, your own nation. He ain't say love people that's fucking mistreating you and shit like that. That soft ass shit. That shit soft. Ain't nobody gonna mistreat me. I don't even let people talk to me crazy.
Islam.
Yep.
And I ain't talking about my people talking to me crazy. They do it the most. I don't let nobody talk to me crazy. When I'm talking about, like, I got stopped or whatever by a policy enforcer and shit, right? So the policy enforcer wanted to enforce his policy on me. I started to argue with him, but I see where he wanted to go with this shit. So I shut the fuck up. He went on and he gave me his little lawsuit, so-called ticket or whatever. Man, it ain't take me nothing but 72 hours to get rid of that ticket, because in the first 8 hours of me having the ticket, I called the mayor. The mayor said, oh, no, we can't do that. The police chief called me and said, you ain't got to go to court. But all this soft shit, like I'm just supposed to get the ticket and ride with that shit and pay my money. They robbing me and I know it.
Yep.
And now they know that I know it. I don't know what they got demonstrating going on. You can easily read the laws and everything. It's so many things you can read. Dre Scott said that we're foreign, that we can never be U.S. citizens. So when you go look up things like 8 USC 1324, they say that we aliens, and it's illegal to drag aliens into harboring aliens into the United States. You find out the United States is just the jurisdiction on the land, and the People's Republic of Morocco. It's like, come on now, why they ain't telling that?
Mm-hmm.
The brother said, the William Dungy case. What about the Amistad case? You can go easily look up that movie. They told you. We just ain't never put 2 and 2 together.
Yep. Right. Look at and again, going back to Rise of the Moors, the truth in the chat, talking about what's sad is that real Moors tried to help. Y'all turned it down. Just when I thought y'all couldn't be any dumber. So that's the same thing that we're talking about with these more science whoever's thinking that they got some authority to tell somebody what to do with their rights. You can't tell somebody what to do with their rights. Who are you? Because they said we don't want your help. What's the problem? Why are you mad? Why are you mad because they don't want your help? Maybe they're going through their own lessons, have nothing to do with you. Mind your business. But you're not going to mind your business, though. You put your mouth up and everything, thinking that you have some authority somewhere, but then when it's time to exercise authority, you're sitting back, not getting on the private jet to go to Massachusetts to go blow up the jail and get them out. No, not doing that. But you're talking crazy. Talking crazy about people got their self in that, as if they kidnapped themselves off the highway, as if they use sound weapons on themselves, as if they deprived themselves of food and water and bare necessities on a highway, as if they did that to themselves. And these 501 whoever's and all these IRS whoever's and whatever other registrations they got to prove that they're Moorish something, when they're contracted with the state, contract with them, and we know that they didn't reserve their rights or any of that. And we know that some of them are even registered as a church, calling it Moorish Science Temple. When it's a church on the record, it's not a Moorish Science Temple on the record with a grand sheet that signed the papers for that. Some Negro with a bay started a church, and then now they're calling it Moorish Science Temple. They're the heads of whatever. They're going on the news and all that stuff when they're a church. They don't represent me. They don't represent our temple. We never paid no dues to them. We haven't sent any finance to any of these people because we know that majority of them are fraud. And we were one of the last ones that were able to get a charter so that this work could get done properly. Because all those traders in Moorish movement that call themselves Moorish whatever, they weren't the active ones. They were the passive, carry your fez in the temple in a bag and all that stuff. Don't wear your fez on the street and all that, and playing games with people's birthright. And all those people are mad, been mad. Because we have mothers wearing fezzes, they're mad. You know how much calls we get? You know how much calls we used to get from Moorish Science Temples? Grand whoever the hell they say they are. Oh, we saw your video, you had a sister wearing a fez on. You can't do that. Can't do what? Who the hell are you? You give us a charter? You give us a charter? I'm pretty sure I checked the signatures on the charter. You're not on it. So who are you talking to? This is about birthrights. And there's
Islam, I speak.
It's crazy the stupidness they will call you for. It's crazy.
Dumb
Islam.
Please more. Go ahead.
Islam. So peep this, right? You got people that's supposed to be on our side saying, yeah, they did this to themselves, right? But then you got also people, and this is the crazy part, right? And this is the I guess what they call the extreme, the polar extreme of it, is that you got the same people on the other side, but they even rock the Confederate flag, and they fighting for the same rights that the brother demonstrated. Tell me I ain't telling the truth. Tell me I'm lying. You got people with Confederate fucking flags fighting for the same rights because they know that their rights getting violated too by these same people. But you got people on our side that's obviously getting some type of benefits. I don't know what they get. I'm gonna just call it benefits because that's what it got to be. They did it to themselves. Come on, all y'all fraud. Like we gave the European rights to bear arms in our land and then give it, the private told us not to. Come on now. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to add. You got Confederates fighting for the same right. Why are y'all tripping?
Yep. Why? Major Key, peace. Without me.
Hey, peace.
What's good? Any questions or comments?
The only comment I got is the problem I see is in the movement is I don't think any Moors are really independent as far as if today The Europeans just cut off all types of technology and shit. I don't think any more got the balls to stand on their own, like for real, for real. I don't see no more electricians. I don't see no masonry more. I don't see no more building no houses or no schools or anything to be independent from the said government. So it's like, what are y'all doing? What is everybody doing to get to that point? Besides just every day talking, every day talking, every day going back and forth. Like, what is the people? What are y'all really doing?
This is what the mother was
Do
saying
we have
earlier.
any electricians
This is
online
what
right now?
this
We
is
got.
what
Do
this
we
is
have
what
anybody that could really put in some work?
this is what the mother was saying earlier, that it's about taking care of yourself at this point, because the thing's already been sold out and ain't no Jesus coming back. So you better figure out what you got to figure out where you're at.
Yeah, but I'm saying real
No,
life.
no, hold on a second, because
I'm
you're
saying
looking.
real life situations.
No. You're looking at it from the perspective of, because we say nation, that means everybody has to have a Moorish hospital that they're gonna go to or something like that. We know Moorish electricians. We know Moorish people who are into holistic. Dr. Sib was holistic. We know Moorish women who help give birth to people's children and they get paid for that. Do you think they're doing that for themselves, or they're doing that for the nation, or are they doing it for both? Not because you haven't heard about it. Not because you haven't heard about it doesn't mean that it's not going on.
So why aren't we touching? Why aren't stuff like that being touched on instead of always the bickering back and forth? Why isn't it being put on display that we have a sister here that's a midwife? Why isn't it being put on display that we got an electrician here in Philadelphia that needs work? So why isn't that being promoted instead of it always being a back up about some bullshit that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing? It's every single day. I don't see nobody really putting in no work. Like, what y'all really got going on?
What's not putting in work? Like, what do you mean? What's not putting in work? How are you saying what somebody's putting in work is or not? Who are you? How are you the judge of what putting in work means? Who are you? What have you done?
Bro, I don't see nothing.
What have you done? Tell us what you've done. Tell us what you've done.
They can never answer.
I'm a
See
plumber.
that? That's what
I
I'm
do
saying.
plumbing.
They always
I do
ask that
plumbing.
question about what are we doing, but what are you doing to
my
help?
community.
Are you going around teaching
plumbing.
people their
Can I
nationality?
ask a question?
What's
I'm just
matter of
asking a
fact, what
question.
is your nationality,
That's
bro?
what I do.
What
I
is
do
your
plumbing. So
nationality,
when
bro?
y'all
What
think y'all
nationality do you
nationality,
claim?
if
I'm
you
just asking a
need some
question.
toilet to be cleansed,
Islam,
who
I'm
you
just
gonna
asking a
call?
question. Islam. You say
Yeah,
you're a
go ahead.
plumber,
I
correct?
muted everybody. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Go ahead.
cool. But I do have a question. He say he's a hold on. He say he's a plumber, right? And I'm assuming by the energy you're giving, there's a lot of concern with the information that you're finding out right now. So I would assume safely that you are trying to lean into the Moorish paradigm and you're trying to understand why certain things aren't there. If you are a plumber and you are marketing or promoting yourself as such, right? People are going to know your nationality just off of the works and services that you're providing in the community. So is that not showcasing who you are, what you do? You know what I mean? Like sometimes people have to just kind of stop and again understand why the prophet said what he said. If you're going to take this information and
This is
save
what
yourself, then understand what's going to come with that. And also let me I can give you a little clarity with certain with something too. Let me put this on the record as well, okay? When it comes to this corporation, when it comes to the corporation known as the United States, pardon my daughter, y'all, pardon my daughter. When it comes to the corporation known as the United States, all you can do with them is business. That's all you can do with them. Okay?
all you could do is what?
All you can do with United States corporation is business.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, what is everybody doing to contribute to what y'all
Family,
got going
again,
on.
like you said, you're a plumber, right? You're offering a service.
Yeah.
If you're a Moor offering that service, then that's Moorish services. Where's the argument? What do you like? What are you fighting about?
I
We have
came on
Moorish
this platform
musicians.
because
We have Moorish
for the past month, all
seamstresses.
I've been hearing is just back and forth. What I'm saying is I don't see there being a showcase of the real of
There's
what
a website
people
called
really got going on.
MoorishDirectory.com. Have you been to that, sir?
Excuse
Excuse me,
me?
I don't mean to call you sir. Pardon me. I didn't mean to call you sir, but more.
What'd you say?
Have you been to MoorishDirectory.com?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I've
it
been
would
on
be a
there.
good
Yeah.
I think that would be a good site to answer your question. If you want to find a list or, a platform where we
But
showcase certain
this
more
what I'm saying.
businesses.
This what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. You, Cujo, you got all the youth them under you. Put the youth in the right
I'm sorry,
direction,
but you're
bro.
breaking up.
Encourage them to do. Hello?
Yeah.
You were breaking up a little bit, but continue. I can hear you now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I'm saying for you, Cujo, you got the youth them under you. Put the youth in the right direction. Encourage them to do something productive with themselves.
That's
Nationality is good. Yes, I understand that. But what is they doing to help their families, to help their community? What is y'all doing to help the community? What are you putting
What are you
forth
talking about?
that you
What are
can
you
say
what are
you
you
left
talking about?
something for
Like
your legacy?
I'm gonna go on
What are
mute.
y'all
I
doing?
yield. Okay, I yield. I'm gonna go on mute, y'all. All right.
if you're looking
I
at
don't think he got my message at all. It's okay. It's all
No,
right.
I
you're
got your
looking
message. I got your
no
message, and I
if you're
appreciate that.
looking at if you're looking
I
at
appreciate that.
issues if you're looking at Negro black colored issues and you're asking Moors why we aren't saving the Negro black colored issues, you can't do that because you're not doing that to the Chinese, you're not doing that to any other nationality.
I'm not
So
talking about Negro black colors.
so
I'm talking about
what are you talking
everybody
about?
that's on. I'm talking about everybody that's on this video today. They're mostly Moors, right?
Okay, and
Mostly everybody
what's the
that
problem?
follow you is Moors, right?
No, what's that point? What point are you making? So what? Like,
I'm
what are you saying?
saying all y'all been doing is going back and forth about
So what?
nonsense.
This is our time. What do you care? What do you know what
And
I did
that's what
5
I'm
hours ago?
saying, bro. If you really for
What
the
did I do
betterment of
5
the
hours ago?
people, you would be doing something more productive.
What did I do 5 hours ago? What did I do 5 hours
Fam,
ago?
please drop the call. Just drop the line, man.
What did I
We'll
do
make
5
sure we
hours
get you.
ago?
Please don't do
Bro,
me favors.
That's why I asked him what's his
How
nationality.
can you speak as if
bro,
you know what Moors are doing
what is your
24/7?
occupation? The one that asked me my nationality, what is your
My
occupation?
occupation is uplifting fallen humanity. What is your
You
dumb ass
bugging.
doing instead of
You
sitting here
bugging.
crying about what
You
other Moors are
bugging.
doing?
That's
What
you
are
Oh,
your dumb
you
ass
feed
doing?
your family?
Instead of asking questions, go teach somebody. I'm sick of you dumbass motherfuckers getting on here asking Moors these dumbass questions. What
Never asked
is
the
your
Chinese.
dumbass contributing to this movement? Who
Never
are you
asked the
teaching?
Chinese. Never.
You not even learning yourself. You too busy goddamn complaining. So I know you not studying. And that's what I be talking about right there. These dumbasses like that piss me the fuck off. And I wish I could meet one of you dumbasses in person. You know better to keep that shit online because you know you cannot approach no real more talking that dumb shit. I would slap your dumb ass silly. And I'm telling you, I'm in the territory of Gastonia, North Carolina. For any dirty more that want to step to me, I will slap your ass silly. And I'm not fucking playing. I don't care about no highwaymen. I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna die a Moorish American. And if I gotta die for this shit, I will. I will slap every last one of you dirty ass, traitor ass motherfuckers that keep coming in here. That's the confusion that Cujo and the rest of us Moors keep talking about right there. Those are the sellouts that keep enslaving our people. What are the Moors doing? What are we doing? We uplifting fallen humanity. We uplifting fallen humanity. What is your dumb ass doing? If you don't feel we're doing something, and this is what I keep saying, if these dumbasses don't like what we talking about, why are y'all dumbasses here?
Here, why are you here?
You
Why
feel
are
what
you
I'm
here?
saying? That shows that you stupid. You
Why are
must
you
don't
here?
know shit if you gotta come to somebody who you think ain't doing nothing. That shit stupid, man. And that's why I cut them off, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I don't play that shit, because I would kill a motherfucker over that shit. Like, I would kill somebody over my nationality. Don't slander my nation, dog. Because like I said, you got Asians that said stop the Asian hate. They got a whole movement behind that, because they was gonna take people's heads off if they would have kept up with it. So what do you think Morris is gonna do? They keep thinking that we soft or something. I'm telling you, if I ever meet any of you dirty Moors and you ask a dumb question like that, I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth. Praise be to Allah. I yield the floor with that one.
Islam.
I knew something was gonna happen when I lit that Shango
I'm
candle.
that more I'm the more they don't want to meet, because I'm gonna slap the shit out you. I'm telling you.
The Shango
That's why I'm the only active more in my territory, because they know I slap the shit out of them.
They don't speak to the European like this.
Facts though. They don't test
Exactly, bro.
nobody
They
else
don't
like
ask
this.
Europeans them questions.
Stupid
course
questions.
And I'm trying to figure out, who is he trying to market to? Negroes, blacks, and colors? Niggas only like confusion. What you mean? What do you mean?
I'm
And
telling
like
you.
somebody said, have you been on Moore's directory?
And Cujo, you know who that sound like? That sound like Buddy, who you kicked off that last time, that had Aboriginal Moab and all that USAR guy. That's who his voice sound like. Sound
Lord.
just like Buddy.
Crazy.
Trolls.
Confused.
Cause he be saying the same shit on Facebook. He was saying that same shit on Facebook. And that's why I was like, bro, all of y'all are traitors and turncoats, man. Whatever 501c3 they gave you, we understand. We know you can't speak on your nation. We know you turncoats. But what you not finna do is come over here where the divine Moors is and cause that confusion, because it's at that point of time, like, I'm not taking nothing lightly no more from nobody. Like, I'm telling you, if we're in the same presence and you ask me them dumbass questions and you claiming to be a Moor, I'm gonna slap the shit at you. You better, I hope you know how to fight, because I know how to fight real good. I come from them streets. I'm gonna slap the shit at you. And that's word to the prophet. That's honest to the prophet. That's praise to Allah. That's word on my life. I'm gonna slap the shit at you. I'm telling you.
They think it's a game with some Moors. This is not a game. Some Moors take this extremely serious. You know, serious beyond what Noble Drew Ali said and all that, quoting the prophet and all that stuff.
Rightfully so.
Right?
Rightfully so.
Certain people that had this information, they didn't give it up. And then now that the people have it and they're doing with it what these people were supposed to tell them to do with it, now they're mad. And telling people they can't this and they can't that or whatever.
Fucking
when it's
idiots.
The people's right. It's the people's right. You cannot control somebody's right to whatever.
And I guess they keep forgetting the fact that we are our own governors. While y'all keep talking about a Moorish government, dumbass, the government is you.
Exactly.
The government is you. That's why I be saying I don't play that shit when they cutting up here causing that confusion, asking them dumbass questions. The government is you. And didn't the prophet say he brought everything to save a nation? Take it and save yourself. You got to govern yourself, dumbass.
What more you want?
Yeah, what kills me, Mo, check this out. When I was on here the first time, when I was talking about how the highwaymen, once I uplifted my vibration, they don't even look in my direction. You know, I want to tie that in with these Moors talking about, oh, the prophet said you don't have to carry a pocket knife. Yeah, you don't have to when you uplift your vibration, but that don't mean you don't have that right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to exercise all your rights, because a right that's not exercised is a right that's nullified.
Yep.
So if somebody is going to infringe harm upon you, you don't have the right to defend yourself, because Prophet Noble Drew Ali said don't carry a pocket knife. You sound dumb as hell, bro.
You sound crazy.
Confused.
You sound crazy. Super crazy. Islam, brother Tafiq.
Islam. Yeah, I just wanted to chime in and say how I'm one of the. I probably found out about more science and can y'all hear me first off? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, yeah. I came into more science in about 2019. I consider myself a fetus, as Grand Sheik Cujo would say. And basically, how if it wasn't for Cujo kind of delivering the message he has been delivered it in, I wouldn't, let's say, be so keen to picking up on BS and kind of cut Moors off real quick, fake Moors, Europeans, etc. Just basically, I'm a truth seeker, so. I just wanted to say, whoever that guy was with the M, that he basically talking crazy, like you don't really know what's going on. So that was it. Just saying, I'm proof that Cujo is what I believe is doing the right thing. And yeah, man, everybody on here just keep doing what y'all doing. I'm in the background supporting, trying to make moves, study.
Exactly. Islam more. Islam, brother Arbe. I know you're moving right now. Let me unmute you. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself. You're muted. Yeah, it's all good. We'll check back with you. Whenever you're able to. Brother Atan. Oh, let me, that was me.
Islam.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Moore.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, no, I was just checking in. I saw y'all on live on my way to the job, and I got in a little late because when I started to sign in, y'all still was talking about the Moors, asking about what the Moors is doing. But since we passed that, there's no point in revisiting that. I just want to link up with the family and say Islam to all the family, you know what I mean? Yeah, and that's it. I just love to see, Moors, get together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nothing, man. I just want to link in with the family. That's it.
Islam, Moore. Peace and love.
Islam.
Islam, brother Atan. Or did I just mute? I think I just muted you.
Running to the live, I had to jump on real quick. I'm gonna keep it real simple. It's either be yourself or die. All right? There's nothing else to choose. Either be yourself or die. They're killing so-called Negro, black, and colored. The only way for your salvation, the Moors Divine National Movement, and not to be Negro, black, and colored. And follow the prophet and what Allah brought you. It's simple. Be yourself. Study. Thyself approved. Islam, I give a fuck.
Islam more.
Islam. I just wanted to put Obashango L's website out there again. OBASHANGOEL. OBASHANOEL. Excuse me. NO. Sorry, my daughter got me distracted, y'all.
Hold on, we got you.
ObashangoL.com.
Obashango L.
Yes, OBASHANGOEL.com. All right. 11-step process. Take your time, study. He has a OneDrive, which is an archive of everything he has done since, gosh, I don't even know, like I think he started 2009 or something.
At least 2010. At least
that's just paperwork, not his study, not all he's been through, I'm not talking about his experience and all of that, like, because it goes further than that. If you want to go into like the 80s, 90s, you talk about a brother who's like 50 now, so he got some time under him, and he's been on this, and he's been trying to call out Moors to look at something. So again, I'm gonna put his website out there, obashangoL.com. Study the material, research the material, know before you act. Okay, that's one of the greatest things I think anybody has learned since the weekend of 4th of July. You better know before you act.
Islam.
Yeah, I just want to back that up, sis. That's the only other place, in my opinion, that I'll go and get just as much material as RB Bay.
Yeah.
That you ain't got to sign in to get. You don't got to do none of that. You just click on, but have a good reading habit. because it's reading, but Toriano is thorough.
Yeah, start. You know, and that's the whole point of why all the MSTA people are gonna go on the news and all that stuff and talk crazy about active Moors and Moors who
that was disgusting.
Moors who are not taking just the religious way of looking at this, the religious corporate way, right? Because that is an avenue. That is a way that you could look at the Moorish, whatever. Everything Moorish, you could look at it from the religion perspective because you got a right to that too. But we're not just looking at it from the religious perspective. We're looking at it from this is your right, and it's a divine right, and you have divine constitution. So, what more you want? If you keep listening to the traders, just like Good Vibrations was talking about. Well, Moors are talking just like those Moors who were on the news, and they said they want nothing to do with those kind of Moors. Those are the traders. Those Moors talking like that are the ones why they got picked for the news, because they're the traders. Why did the news come ask me some questions about Rise of the Moors? Put me on their stuff. Why would they get those guys? Of all the Moors all over, those are the ones that they got. 90-year-old Moors talking about something. What are they talking about? They can't even run. They can't even sit down good. Not doing the slow sit down and all that stuff. Bring the body down slowly. You're talking about those are the people who's running the Moorish, whatever. The hell out of here. You must be the news lying. If these people are the ones. If it's about to kick off right now and we have to follow the 80-year-old people to get where we're going, we're in trouble. You know what's trouble we're in? You're worried about what do the Moors have? What do you mean, what do the Moors have? How about who are these people that are 80? Juali said they're supposed to be in the back if they're old. They're not supposed to be in the front still. They're supposed to be in the back. What are you doing in the front? The truth, you're on here. Peace. Can't hear you. You're unmuted, so I don't know why we can't hear you. You're just playing games. Islam Moors, any other comments or questions?
I had a question for the truth, but he ain't answered it in the chat.
Look, he ran.
Of course he ran. Of course he ran. Of course. Of course.
My last thing I'm gonna say is I love all the active Moors out here that's really standing on what this is about, and that's to uplift. And if any Moors that just coming to this, if you want to know what a Moor occupation is supposed to be, it's supposed to be uplifting fallen humanity. That is your occupation as a Moor. Anything else you do, those are illusions. So if you work a job doing this, yeah, that's skills, but that's an illusion. That's not your sole purpose. Your sole purpose is to uplift fallen humanity. And I yield the floor on that. Islam, Moors.
Islam. Oh, you get brother Kush in there. Islam, Moor. What's good, brother Kush?
Yo, peace and love to all the Moors, man.
Peace, Moor.
I'm on the move right now. I'm just chiming in. On the chat.
All right. That's what's up.
I feel like I just seen, you know what I'm saying, dude that was talking like, well, you talking in third person, like, what are the Moors doing? I'm gonna tell you this nigga, This was that dude right there that was talking that shit. We would have a whole lot of more shit done if we had motherfuckers that was joined up together instead of worrying about, well, what are the Moors doing? What the fuck are you doing? We would have a lot more shit done if we had less doubt, less fucking fear, and we linked up together. Like I heard the Moabite say, she said, dude said he was a plumber and shit. So if you a plumber, you already got Moore's business already going. The problem is stagnation. You worried about what everybody else fucking. You don't see Asians doing that shit. You don't see Palestinians doing that shit. You know what they do? If they got a problem, they all link up. Just like the Asians just got that $250-something million stipend. That's what the fuck they do. They don't be like, oh well, I'm gonna say I'm yellow, and you gonna say that you Japanese. Nah, nigga. They all link up together and they say we one nation, and they got shit done. They also got a military. So the dude that was out there talking that shit, that scary shit, first thing I'm gonna say is, like I heard bro say, what's your nationality? Are you a proclaimed Moor? Because if you're not a proclaimed Moor, you already coming in at the ass end of the shit. You already coming in on some scary shit. And that be the problem. If you want to get some motherfucking solutions, the first thing you gotta have is knowledge. So if you ain't got no knowledge, like I heard bro say, why the fuck you want to feed them? If you want to feed, saying that these people on the feed that you own don't got knowledge, how stupid do that make you to join the feeding? Genius. I yield the flow. Islam.
The truth, you're unmuted.
Islam, man. I'm not even gonna go too long, man. So Malik, you talking all that tough guy stuff, though? No, talking about I'm in the RDO. What's good? I'm in North Carolina. What's good? Somebody playing around with your nationality. You playing
Are you in
around with mine.
Gastonia, North Carolina?
Yeah, man,
Are you in
I'm in
Gastonia,
Raleigh,
North
boy.
Carolina?
There's nothing to go to Castonia.
You in
What you
Raleigh?
talking about,
I'm
man?
in Gastonia,
It
North
don't
Carolina,
matter,
where
bro.
we can meet.
It don't matter, man.
Stop
We in the
talking
same
in the
state.
chat.
We in the same state, bro.
Malik,
We in the same state.
NH
The same
Bay. That's
state.
my Facebook. Listen,
Well,
shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up
worried
and
about you,
listen.
boy.
Malik,
I ain't you
NH
talk to me
Bay
like that,
is
boy.
my Facebook.
Man, you got me messed
Contact
up, man.
me.
You talking to me like
Contact
that,
me
man.
and we can meet. I guarantee I would slap the fucking taste out of your mouth, dog. I would give you the truth, dog. Malik, NH Bay, motherfucking Facebook. Send me a message. I will meet your motherfucking ass. I will slap the taste out of your motherfucking mouth, dog. And that's word to my motherfucking life, dog. You dudes that be talking that shit, you not hard. That's why you talking on this internet, dog. I'm telling you from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. Contact me. Please contact me. I will meet your ass and I will smack your ass to the floor, cuz. I will smack you. Bruh, I come from crippin', cuz. Real shit. I will bury your motherfucking ass, dog. You not talking to no coward, dog. I don't care about these highwaymen. I don't care about no communicating threats. I make promises on that shit. I will bury your dumb ass, dog. I will smack the taste out of your mouth, dog. Don't ever disrespect my fucking nation, you fucking coward, traitor, agent ass motherfucker. You not the truth. You lies, dog. And I will make you out of a liar. And I'm telling you, Malik NH Bay. Malik NH Bay. Contact me, dog. I will give you an address and we can meet. I guarantee I will box your motherfucking head off, dog. On everything I love. You not hard. And most of you agents are not hard. Most of you motherfuckers talk that shit on the internet because you know if a Moor ever really catch your dumb ass, you're done. You're done. So keep on hiding, motherfucking liar. I'm telling you, Malik NH Bay. Last time I'm gonna tell you, Malik NH Bay, contact me. Contact me, dog. I will smack the shit out your ass. No weapons, no bare arms, dog. Straight D's, bro. I will break your motherfucking face, dog. Praise be to Allah.
none of that
Now
life,
your
boy.
bitch ass
We
can
ain't about
talk.
that life.
Now your
Y'all
bitch ass can
talking about
talk.
y'all want to
Now
help.
your whole
Y'all
ass
talking
can
about
talk,
y'all want to
dog.
help, and y'all ain't doing
Send
about
me a
nothing.
message,
Ain't
dog.
nobody
Send
no
me a
hoe, boy.
message so we
You ain't
can
no
meet
hoe.
up. Send me a
Man,
message so
come
we can
on,
meet up,
boy.
and I'ma
Send me the
demonstrate.
address.
I'ma
Send me the
demonstrate real
address. Send me the
nationality.
address.
You're not gonna put the
Man,
Bitch
send me the
ass
address,
motherfucker.
Mo.
You a bitch, dog.
Man,
You a
put
bitch.
the
That's
address
why
in
you
the
don't
chat.
He's not
Put
gonna
the
put the
address in the
address
chat
on
name.
then,
the
boy.
internet, bro. He's not gonna put the
Man, you
address
a
on
man,
the
you a
internet.
whole punk, man.
He
Bruh,
You a
gave
whole
you
I
the
punk,
just
man.
sat
Facebook.
there and said, send me a
He gave you
motherfucking
the Facebook.
message.
He said,
Then I
send him
just
a
tell you to
message.
send me a man. What I need to send the
Send him a
address to
message.
all you for? Bruh, send me a message. I will
Man,
personally
Send him
send
a
you my
message.
shit. And I'm guaranteed. I
Simple.
man, that
Send him
already
a
don't
know
even
how
message.
you
sound
gonna
good.
come.
That
I
don't
know
even
how you
sound
hey,
good.
you gonna come.
That
You
don't
gonna
even
come
sound
with your
good.
bare arms
No,
because you
I'm
can't
gonna pull
fight,
up.
bro. I'm
Man,
telling
bro,
you,
you
I
put the
will meet
address in
your
the chat,
ass,
I'm
bro.
pulling up.
I will meet you,
Put the
bro. I
Put the
will
address on
address
break
the
in the
your
chat, I'm
motherfucking
pulling up and
face,
make your
cuz.
life, man, I'll
Okay,
pull up
then.
on your life like that, man. What
Gaston,
you
bro.
talking about?
Come to
Man,
Gastonia,
you
North
can't.
Carolina, bro. Come to exit 19,
Put the
Gastonia,
address.
North Carolina. Get off on exit 19. We can meet right there at the Shell, and I will beat your motherfucking ass, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna stop neither. I'm gonna beat you to death, bro. I promise you. I'm gonna beat you to death, cuz. And that's on everything. I hate that talking, arguing shit. I really mean what I say. And it's for any, not just him, any motherfucker that got a problem. Get off on exit 19, Gastonia, North Carolina. We can meet right up the street from my house at the Shell. I guarantee I will beat your motherfucking ass, dog. No guns, no nothing, dog. I guarantee I will have your ass out there on the fucking stretcher. I promise you. I promise you, bro. I'm that more that motherfuckers don't want to me. That's why no more want to connect with me, because they know I'm serious with this shit. I will smack the fucking taste out of your mouth. I promise you. I promise you, I hate you
You the
motherfucking
police,
internet
Mo.
motherfucking people,
Man, you
dog.
think you in
You
North
the
Carolina?
police. You the police.
Peace and love.
Please, brother, you
I
think
just
you
want,
in North Carolina?
I just want to say this, right? Pardon me if I'm cutting anybody off, but Islam, listen, all that energy I just wasted could have been for unifying. All that energy I just wasted could have been for unifying, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that, with that, I yield the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all could have did it better, but it's all good. Everybody had their way. Everybody had their measure. But I hope y'all worked that out. I don't know who that brother was. I don't know if he was a troll or if he was an agent, but we supposed to uplift each other, like you said before. It's about upliftment. So we working on each other. Everybody got the things they got to work on. So I say Islam and that. Do your best, brother. You know what I mean? It's all peace and love.
There's a lot more. Sometimes they need to get spirit talks. Sometimes they need them talks.
Yeah, that's that
I'm telling you, and
tough
see,
love. That's that tough love.
yeah, see, yeah, see, I'm
It
not
ain't
with
all
that
it ain't
just
always gonna
talking
be
shit.
sweet. Yeah,
You
it
call
ain't
my
always
name,
gonna
I'ma
be
send
sweet.
you an address, and we can meet.
This what I this what I be saying. It's not always gonna be a sweet talk. You feel me? Like when we was growing up and our parents told us not to do something, we did it, and then what happened? We got disciplined. The thing about it right now, with us, we all want the same common damn denominator. We all want freedom. We all want liberty. So in order to get that, we have to drop all bias, all fucking fear, all doubt. We gotta put that energy into this. And I feel what bro's saying. Because if you got doubt, you part of the problem. You part of the problem. If your ass got some kind of fear, then you part of the problem. I don't know no other people that somebody would disrespect they women and then the man don't do shit. Or somebody would disrespect, kidnap our brothers or our sisters, and then we don't do shit. So the energy right now, that warrior energy, that shit is needed. That warrior energy is needed, but we gotta do that shit together, fam. That's what I be on, though. Peace and love to all the Moors out there.
Islam more.
Islam.
Male, brother Male.
And I'll
So,
just
all
say
right.
this for anybody else start talking. My apologies to any studious Moors in the chat out there. My apologies, because that's not what this feed is about. You know what I'm saying? But I don't play when it comes to the slander. I don't play that. Like I keep telling y'all, like people think you just be talking for these internet. Like I'ma really die on this. You know what I'm saying? But
So I
again,
got a
my
question.
apologies to all the
I
studious
got a
Moors
question.
out
So,
there.
man,
Islam
you keep
family.
I say Islam, Ashe. I believe everything that you're saying. So Malik, I know I hear you out a couple times here talking about communism and things like that, right? But I just think that if we all really go back to the Kemetic ways of how the Kemetic law and the 33 principles and all that, isn't everything already derived from us? We already came from a point of origin to create everything that was there. Melanated people, I don't care what the matter of any origins, any nations, any nationality, all that. The origins of the melanated person started a lot of this. So I don't believe that even if someone's out there saying, oh, you're a dirty Moor, this guy's not Moor as this guy. You know, it's just a competition at that point. Why do we need that? Other than that, we could take the people that they're saying and then just think about how much attention that us as Moors are even gaining, attracting into this. I mean, this is a whole new precedented land for Moors in general. People are starting to know what Moors are, who Moors represents. Even if they're communists, I don't care what it is, but we just have to teach them and treat them with the 5 principles that we base that star off of. And I believe if we treat everyone with that 5 principles and everything like that, I think it's going to be fine. As long as we keep our ethics and our principles and our morals.
So let me ask you a question, brother.
Go ahead.
So do you feel I'm talking to more fudge. So
yeah, I'm
being these traitors that come in here causing this confusion, that's cowardly scared to stand on free national principles. You say yes. It don't matter because they melanated, but if you're not standing on free national principle, if you keep calling yourself things that delude to slavery, whatever you're standing on is an illusion. That shit is gonna pass away. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not truth. That's falsehood. You're starting it out from falsehood. Again, so everything that you try to build on, if you're not doing it under free national principles, you're gonna fail at. And that's what's been our problem. That's why Moors are not taking this shit lightly no more. We sick of the slander. We sick of the people being cowards. We sick of people hiding information. Yeah, so yes, I'm a warrior right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a warrior to my own kind, I'm a warrior to these colonists. And all that, I done showed people the videos of me being active, going to these colonists' face, telling them, no more of y'all slander, no more of the Negronism, no more of that bullshit. And in order for us to ever, like Tar say, in order for us to rise, we have to rise where we fall. We fail as Moors, we got to rise as Moors, nothing else. So I don't care how beautiful these other Asiatic groups or whatever they want to call themselves look. If they not doing nothing under a free national name, under free national government, they are all fraudulent. And I yield the floor on that.
Islam. At the same time, I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. Ashe, I completely agree. But now I'm sitting here saying, if that's the method that you want to take, you should take it. Now, do you think that there's repercussions or anything for the actions that you take? Then if there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. But that's solely up to you.
I believe in the 7 Hermetic principles
false
like
information, being dirty Moors. At the end of the day, them. They got to take responsibility for their situation.
Yeah. To every action is a reaction.
Us tools, resources, the weapons, everything we need to do to operate. Now, if whoever doesn't want to operate under those 5 points, so be it. So what? I can care less. I know what I need to do to operate. I know what I need to do to perform the actions that I need to do. I know what I need to do to deep down feel inside that I am a Moor. This is the reason why I am a Moor. You challenge that, best believe you get treated the same way that I want to treat every other god that I meet. You're a god, I am a god, and the way that I represent myself is the way that I want to represent God itself. So I just believe there's no better weapon than that 5-point star, in my honest opinion. So I hold the floor. Sorry about that.
Wow. Any other comments?
Totally agreed, brother. Totally agreed. And like I said, all of that is right. But at the same time, if nobody is doing it under a free national name, they are fraudulent. And this is why Moors are up here saying what we're saying. We're tired of the confusion. We're tired of the turncoats. Because as I done stated time and time again, you can't produce that type of slander to nobody else's nation without them coming after you. You know what I'm saying? They'll send agents to you for disrespecting their nation. The Asians have a whole Stop the Asian Hate movement. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all are letting that sink in. They have a whole Stop the Asian Hate movement for the slander of their nation. And people think it's okay to just, oh, we can go speak on Moors, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that to no, bro, we're not going for that. And that's why I'm going at it the way I'm going, not just for my own kind, but for anybody that tried to slander my nation, bro. And the fire is on that end, because I was this way when I was Negro, black, and colored. Now that I'm standing on free national principles for my nation, yes, bro, I'm gonna go even harder, because I'm going hard for the truth, dog. And that's all that is gonna ever be, dog. So if anybody feel bad or feel I'm wrong for standing on truth, then so be it, because I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I am not gonna stop until I'm dead.
That's
Yo, Islam. Yo, Cool Joe.
Yeah, more.
Yo, this what I want to just throw out there to the chat. I want to throw this in the ethers, right?
Yeah.
You don't see no other nation on planet Earth bickering amongst each other about who they are. They all band up.
Yep.
They all band together to get shit done. It's only the indoctrination of our people that be like, nah, I got, like you was talking about earlier. I heard you talking about earlier about, you know, people saying that the color of the feds, or you know, it'll always be something when you got somebody going for the positive. And this the shit that I don't get at all, on God. Like, if the shit that people talking about, all these comedic, all of that's linked up together. It's all divine. It's all national, and it's a movement. The movement is divine and national. So when you talking about free national standards and principles, these are the things that our people don't look into. Our people have been trained, trained not to look in directions that will actually solve the problems. So if that being said, like I heard Taj Tariq Bey say this the other day, and he was like, the truth don't come in versions. It is what it is. It is no different version of the truth. 2 and 2 is 4. It don't matter what language you speak. It don't matter what place on earth it is. It's still gonna add up to the same amount. And our people keep bickering back and forth like they want different flavors to get some shit done. Fam, the flavors that you talking about is one flavor. It's called truth. Really, it's 5. It's really 5, G, because it's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So if you standing on those 5 principles, then we can have a conversation. Can't have a conversation with somebody, first of all, who don't know themselves. They ain't standing on shit but quicksand. And at the same time, they trying to get something done. Can't build with them, fam, because they ain't got no foundation. They ain't got no structure. Islam, yo, peace and love to the Moors, man. This what time it is right now. It's that warrior energy right now.
And this is what
to add on to what Brother Chris was talking about, like, it's not only that, it's like they don't even have the want to want better. Like, they see the condition that they have. They know the slavery that's out there mentally on our people. They know it, they see it, just like they see the definition in a book and they refuse to read it.
Yep.
And it's like, it just goes back to, you know, eyes to see and ears to hear. Only a select few is gonna be on this, and that's a real thing, man.
And
That's
that's
real.
part. And that's
They
part of.
don't know. They don't know nothing, but they just know you wrong. They don't know nothing else, but they know you wrong. That's why I don't even debate with them no more. I don't try to convince nobody because they don't go at their pastors with this same energy. They don't go at their educators with the same energy who ain't done nothing, but they always want to come over here to where the feds is at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just go down to common sense though. To me, like if the shit that you doing ain't fucking working, it's time to do some
something
different
else.
shit.
Yeah.
It's not they coming no more, bro. Like,
Especially when it comes to other people, man. You know what I'm saying? They expect you to try and lay an egg to convince them or something. You know what I mean? But they'll let everybody, like the way we back and forth in public in front of everybody. An Asian cat just shot a 5-year-old boy. I haven't seen one Asian denounce that yet. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen the community come out and speak against it. Nothing. But then you got the MSTA speaking against the rise of the Moors. That's come on, y'all. I mean,
confusion.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? These cats will kill you to keep their lot going, and these dudes too scared to die for their truth. So, man, rock. You know what I mean? This is insane.
Yeah, it's definitely
I yield the
insane,
floor.
boy. Because everything in nature fights for their life.
Period.
Everything fights for its life.
Yeah.
And they
It's
don't
called
mingle.
self-defense.
And they don't mingle.
Self-defense and defend self. So you trying to tell me that you see the machine beating the shit out you every day, giving you no justice, and you think like, nah, we just gotta go along and get along, put our head down, and keep working this 9 to 5, and it's gonna change one day. That's
We need an
that's
economic
insane
plan.
delusion. That's insane delusion. Law book shit.
Yep. Trap you in that same old maze. That's why these cats can't get off the treadmill to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They do all this stuff to go nowhere because it's going to be a real big explosion in investing in being black. Watch. Just like they did 100 years ago at Black Wall Street. They finna give these blacks a lot of money just to take it back. Just to take it back. You know what I mean? And it's like you can tell me what Eddie George ran in college. You know all these trivial facts about nothing that'll help you survive, help you do nothing. But I tell you, I can show you where black ain't real. I can show you where you were more. Oh no, man. You write it off. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But you can give me all these trivial facts. You know the stats of how many people ghosts killed on power. You know how you know what I'm saying? Just emptiness, man. You know? That's why last time I got on here, I didn't reach out to all the Moors that reached out to me, man. And we try to build at least once or twice a week on something because it's Moors first and Moors only. I bought these, I'm buying off acres out in the desert, man, to start a farm or something for Moors. Everybody think, oh man, hey, you're not finna come over here with no nation. You giving them people the right to run up in my spot. And I ain't, you come over here, you got to be claimed, man. You gotta be. And you expect me to lower my position so we can be eaten? No, you gotta level up, chief. You know what I'm saying? You believed what they told you, but you won't believe or even entertain what I can show you. Come on, man. Come on, man. So
speaking of showing, they done showed you that they done showed you and told you. Talk about so-called black people. They done told you and showed you that they could be $5 Indians.
Yep.
But they ain't never told you that they ain't never told you that we not Moors though.
Never.
But they got the audacity to say that you an Indian and then claim your shit to steal your shit, and then they won't say that you not a Moor though. They want us to say that we Indians. So
I'm
they
gonna do
can
you
keep
one better, Mo.
Yep.
I'm gonna do you one better, Mo. These people say you could a woman could be a man and a man could be a woman, but as soon as you proclaim your nationality, it's all type of discrepancies and bullshit.
Exactly.
Telling me a lady boy can be a lady boy, but I can't be a Moorish American. So it has to be some validity in our stance. And I yield.
Exactly. Like I told my man, bro, they only hide with work. They don't. That's why you think it's a church on every corner. It don't work. They only hide what works. My man hit me up. If the Moors is such and this and such that, how come we don't know about them? I said, well,
What do you say? How come everybody ain't doing it? I said, well, if the Moors had free reign under the spotlight like black, if they had reign under the spotlight like religion, then I could see your point. But until the Moors get a spotlight and a platform like these other cats, plus, like I told you, man, they only hide what work.
Yep.
All that crap they got in front of you ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Nothing.
Ain't gonna do empty. You know, treadmill style. You on a treadmill running. You know what I mean? Going nowhere.
Yep.
And I just got a ticket dismissed last week, man. You know what I mean? And they trying to hit me up on Zoom now. So the court is closed, but y'all open for payments? Really? All right. Let me go and get this affidavit in for that delegation of authority order. So we on Zoom. I'm in Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? On Zoom with the court. And this how official these cats are.
Wendy's.
Yeah, this how official they is. They can't have you come into court, but you can always send your money in digitally. Yeah. If you're not open, you're not open. If I'm renting furniture from Rent a Center and that Rent a Center closed, I'm not sending y'all money digitally, homie. Y'all closed. You know what I mean? So long story short, I put the affidavit in and they want to discriminate. Oh, it's addressed to the wrong person and they didn't deliver it properly. And well, notice the principals, notice the agent chief, the affidavit stands. We're going to dismiss it. What y'all going to dismiss, the case or the affidavit? How y'all want to run this? Oh, no, we're going to dismiss the case. You know what I'm saying? We can't do anything right now, but we'll come back to it later. Now I'm standing in my man's spot with the paperwork, running it down how that just happened, bro. Oh, yeah? You can't tell me you got power somewhere like that and I ain't on it.
Peace. Can I ask, I'm sorry, fam. Can I ask you a question? Did they dismiss it or did they defer the case?
No, they dismissed the case to a later date. Is what they told me. After they told me, I can give them a call and we can discuss it. And I'm sitting there like,
okay. It sounded like they deferred it, but either way. All right.
Well, I told them on the record, for the record, make it clear what you're saying. Don't give me no connotative nothing. Let it be known right now what you exactly dismissing. The case? Yes, the case. You have a nice day. All right.
Make sure you get the transcript. Get the transcript.
Yeah, I said I need to get that in writing, Chief. I need that in writing. Your word ain't nothing. You've already you violated your honor code before I was even born, so I ain't going about nothing you say. You know what I mean? You gotta prove it, put it in writing. So right now, my call just delayed on me, so I'm finna go get his cat a call, make some more, put the oath in there, and just enter in still because I don't trust what they say. But then you roll with power like that, and cats will hear you go through all that, man, and it don't spark nothing in them, bro. Not saying it's supposed to, but it should. It should. You can't tell me they're giving away free donuts, and I'm like, oh, for real? I love donuts. I'm over there. How many can you get? But it's just I said all that to say, you gotta have eyes to see and ears to hear, man. This is a calling.
Yes, sir.
And the only people I get flack from is Asiatic people, man. These blacks know what it is, man. They bow, they serve me all day, open doors. Oh, you $10 short? Don't worry about it. You're like, no, you got it in the. No, don't worry about it, sir. Go ahead. It's the dudes that look like me that want to look at me and grin and shake their head with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, though. Yeah, with the Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, looking at my face like, for real? Yeah. So I deal with the children. I got grandbabies that I make sure they see me phased up, turbaned up, because y'all the ones who gonna actually act off of these imprints. These broken grown-ups, it's too hard to fix a broken grown-up when you can go ahead and, prevent the break in the first place. So honor to Noble Boudreaux Ali, honor to the Moors. Remember, it's Moors first.
Yes, sir.
It's Moors first. We do this,
No more.
I yield the floor with that. With that. Islam.
Brother I know you've been waiting.
Islam gonna have you.
These more.
May all be peaceful around to all on the panel.
Yo, peace, more.
Islam, brother Kush. Islam, Mother Khalifa. Islam. All honors to Noble Drew. Just want to stay.
Islam, family.
Islam.
briefly, I don't want to kill too much time, so I'm just going to say the following. The time that we're taking here right now is great. We're uplifting each other and others, whether we know it or not. They may not be at the point yet to speak out public yet to you, to give you things. So for them, I give you things. Well, at the same time, the time that we are taking right now to just have this uplifting moment, this time taken away from actual things that matter. What matters? We know there's a lot of confusion. They're purposely. Don't be surprised by it. We don't need 16 hours of discussion about it. Sit Oprah Winfrey's big behind down in the corner because we don't need that. Reverend Pigfoot too. We don't need that. What we need is to give our youth structure, foundation, so they can build their structure on top of it and ensure that their structure doesn't collapse. What structure is that? Irrefutable proofs, chronological events that have already occurred. So I say all that. So I'm coming out of History of the Moorish Empire in Europe, Volume 2. And since, pardon the interjection, since we seem to come backwards to get to the beginning, I'm going to do the same. So I'm coming out of chapter 15. It's XV. You don't know Moorish Latin numbers, learn. Muslim domination in Sicily, 827, that's Christian calendar year, through 1072 Christian calendar year. Now do the math in your head to today as you hear this. So I'm going to go from page 22 because more seem to forget something. And I'm not talking about anyone on the panel, except for those who were lost and confused and were showing that confusion in public, thinking that they were correcting their brothers, not realizing that they were helping the others. The slaves of the Byzantine patrician experienced a change of masters, and the most famous insular emporium of the Mediterranean, whose traditions dated to the highest antiquity, whose history was inseparably interwoven with the stirring events of the fierce struggle of Rome and Carthage for the supremacy of the world. Now you take that quote back to your Reverend whoever, to your Congress whatever, to your Senate whatever, to your Alderman whatever, and see, ask what you got to talk about. You're going to tell me we're from Africa? You want to talk about picking cotton? Well, while you're spending time on that, you're missing the conversation on the fierce struggle of Rome and Carthage for the supremacy of the world, whose magnificence and sensuality were proverbial among the polished voluptuaries of Italy and the Orient, passed into the hands of the Saracens to be raised under the auspices to a single higher degree of commercial greatness and material prosperity. See, if what I just read you never heard before, then the conversation happening right now, what Rami is doing, what the MSTA Inc. is doing, is successful because it's keeping you who's scared to come onto this platform and ask for help, ask for guidance to get the foundation, the structure that you can build upon that information from. That's what the distraction's about. And for one last thing, the reason why I said I'm starting off backwards, that was page 22. So now I'm going to page 20, just to read a simple sentence. Again, same chapter, the Muslim domination of Sicily from 827 AD to 1072 AD. An imposing fleet of 300 ships transporting an army of 20,000 men sailed in the year 830 from the harbors of Africa. A force including such a great variety of nationalities had rarely assembled under the banner of any leader. Well, hold up. I thought we was Moors. I thought we only had one flag. I thought, what part of the 5 points on the red flag representing the 5 pillars brought to everyone on the planet to bring civilization did we miss? Because apparently we all missed that at some point. And when I say all, I am not speaking about those on the panel. I'm speaking about those who are coming into public, showing their proverbial you know what and thinking it's funny. When in reality, when I see, it just makes me want to cry that we're coming from that low of a depth that we don't get, that we circumnavigated the entire globe and went to so-called different peoples and said, hey, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You live by those 5 things, things will be all right. Do nothing to break that. You have no problems. You will prosper. You'll see a whole new world blossom in front of your eyes. We can't see the blossoms if we keep the eyes on the fertilizer only. Say that again. You'll never see the blossoms if you're only staring at the fertilizer. Get your eyes off the shit and see the fruit of the work. Those saying, well, where can I go find other Moors? And what in this, that, and I'm by myself. Or if you're by yourself, then be it. You is it. If the words that I just read from resonate with you, you are it. If the words I just read from scare you to your core, make you want to run away and hide under your bed, do it. Go hide. We need you not. We have enough quote unquote sellouts running around. People don't even understand what a sellout is. A sellout isn't some kid from the projects who was gifted skill set to take a ball from one side of a court to another and put it through a hole a million ways from Sunday with eyes closed and never miss.
Backwards.
That's a bliss. B-L-I-S-S, not B-L-E-S-S. Why not B-L-E-S-S? Because we're Moors. We don't bathe things in blood at an altar. That's what the word bless means. Leave the connotative crap alone. We're supposed to speak denotatively. Be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth. Plenty of videos on how spelling casts spells and we're keeping ourselves back. Yeah, but you only keep yourself there when you find out what the words really mean and then consciously make the decision to play Boo Boo the Fool. I'ma have a nice day. I'm gonna meet me a queen. Okay. You want to be stupid and foolish and make yourself a prostitute. Knock yourself out. But don't get upset. An elder such as myself comes up and asks, why are you a foolish prostitute? Huh? It just says nice queen. Exactly.
Boo boo. Now, I can come out of all 3 volumes of The History of the Moorish Empire in Europe by S.B. Scott and drop gem after gem after gem after gem. But what is that really going to do when the only thing the person who hears it's going to hear is something that sounded interesting and never look deeper into it? That's the problem. We're our own problem. We get into self battles with our own ego. We talk story into our own mind, try to live that BS hype. And guess what? Now your ego just wrote a check that your ass can't cash. And I'm not saying that because I think I'm Billy Badass, Mr. Tuffy. I'm way past that. Way past that. I'm looking at pastors to go lay in the field and ride out for the end and see what the grandchildren can do with what we've done. Because not for nothing, we've had plenty of elders, some still on the scene today, doing the thing, keeping nationality the order of the day, and somehow, some way, get slightly sidetracked, whether it's for demonstration purposes or not. It's irrelevant because I really don't care how your story or how you learn how to swim. I care if you're going to join on the rescue squad of swimming, that when we hop in the water to go get people out to save them, that I don't have to save your ass too. Get it? That's why we're supposed to save ourselves. That's how the nation gets built. We already have all the teachers, barbers, doctors, engineers, electricians, plumbers, construction workers, water engineers, you name it, we got it. You know why? They're already doing that shit, but they're doing it without the knowledge of what we already know here. All honor to Noble Drew Ali for bringing that back to us. But now that we got it back, we can stand on the side and be a Mont Blanc white bench. No, that's the call, man. See, well, you think hip hop is new. You think spitting rhymes, spitting bars, and Jay-Z that, Ice Cube this, that's all new. There's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing.
We used to go into towns, into cities, into other habitations. How do you think we walked in to bring the 5 principles and not off the jump get into confrontation? You're going to start fighting with people doing backflips, playing music, and picking something that got people tapping their toes and snapping their fingers and wanting to dance along with you? No, you're going to sit there and enjoy the free show because you don't know where this is coming from. And next thing you know, you start listening into the body of the work and start saying, hey, hold on, wait a minute. What you mean we don't have to pay taxes? Oh, now you want to know about that. What you mean there's a act of Congress of 1871 that was used to supplant the Republic? Oh, now you want to talk about that. What you mean mortgages means death pledge and it's illegal to be buying property and all those talking points I rehash because I just heard a so-called QAnon video. That's what the modern day Europeans talking about and follow Jesusness. Okay. When we've been hearing, when I say we, I say Moors. When we've been hearing this since 1910, 1911, what you gonna do with your foundation? What you really gonna do with it? You want to sit here, keep on with the sideshow?
being the entertainment for these dastardly beings that have no soul, to want to keep things as it is. And no, don't get it twisted, because another thing Moors like to do, we come down hard on the church. I get it. But new Moors, you fetuses, understand, when we coming down hard on the church, we're not talking about Mrs. Jenkins from down the hall, the little old lady. We're not talking about peoples in your fam. They don't know that. They're the sheep. When we're coming down on the church, we're coming down on the hierarchy. The who? They're up-ups. Those in charge of them that you don't see at that Sunday service. They're the ones who are reporting back up to the Vatican. Those are the ones who are in cahoots and secret meetings with other organized religions and coming up with 500-year plans. You can't even put a plan together for lunch. You so crossed, you hear some Dr. Sabi BS video where Sabi's not even in it. Peace be upon him. God bless him. Bless the dead. He's not even in it. Someone else is rattling off, and one of your favorite vegetables is now on the hit list. No more broccoli. God damn, I just pulled out broccoli for lunch. Boo boo. Hey, boo boo. Stop. I'm not saying don't eat your broccoli. If you want your broccoli, eat it. But boo boo, put down the Netflix. Pick up a book. Then chill. Because when you get done with that book, you're going to come out a whole new person. You're not going to come out a mother. You're not going to come out a son. You're going to come out a lion or a lioness. Not liar. Lion. Leon. Understand? You're going to roar. How could you not? I'm only gave you 3 pages out of a book that's over 1,000 pages per volume. And there's 3 in the set. And that's getting you hot and heavy. That's getting you a little whatever it's doing. Well, what's it going to do when you decide to read the whole 3,000 pages for self? That's what my grandchildren are doing. You want to know what Moors are doing? That's what my grandchildren are doing. You want to know what Moors are doing? That's what my grandchildren are doing. You hearing it yet, Moors? Don't waste time with the Ramis. Salami got caught jaywalking or something. He put himself into a compromising position, and there are those who supposedly work for law and order who are now, go and tell bro whether they know it or not, because most people don't know, the CO wasn't conspire. The CO stands for compromised. See, they watch you on the cut to see what you get into. And once they see you do something that's a little too, Ranshi Cujo just ordered a double bacon cheeseburger. Picture. We got him now. We got him now. Well, I don't think, even if Cujo had a double bacon cheeseburger, you know what? I'll buy him 3 more. And I'll get myself 4 too.
Islam.
So I can enjoy. Not that I want it. Not that he asked me. But what I'm trying to show you is that what he eats don't make you know what?
Islam.
The only way you're going to pull when you get onto that throne that you call in the loo is by you taking it, whatever that it may be, bringing it into your temple, examining it that way, and let the science of nature do as it does. Then come back to the group, come back to the nation, and tell us what it did. You got diabetes, 4,000 pounds? Maybe you shouldn't have gotten those 4 double bacon cheeseburgers. Maybe you should have picked a salad. Broccoli looking a little better now, ain't it? Oh, wait a minute. You 74 and you can do 600 push-ups?
in less than 6 minutes, well, hot damn. Broccoli, well, I'm with you. You know, it's the clean glass next to the dirty glass. You know? The water is always water, whether it's dirty or not. We never called it water in our travels. What? Moors never called it water in our travels. You know what we called it when we got off the boats and if the drink supply ran low? We called it mud because we knew that if you find mud, the only way to make mud is 2 ingredients: soil, earth, and something else. This else that you're missing: water. Now, how you separate that water from the earth or soil, that's on you. You boo-boo, you suck in mud. Enjoy that taste. If you have some higher degrees, if you have eyes to see, and you notice that the muddy water flushes through different sized rocks down to fine sand, and set that layer up in a container, or that dirty mud up top. Mud gets caught in the sand. Guess what's dripping out the bottom? Life. With that, I yield the floor. Islam.
Islam, brother. Yes.
Islam. Any other comments, questions? We're at it. Yeah, we're about 2 hours right now. His brother is just so modestly slapped everybody. When they have the competition. When they have
Oh
the
yeah,
slap competition.
he left wig smoking for sure. He left the wig smoking for sure. In 3 pages.
I do have a
3
comment.
pages.
3 pages.
Yeah. Straight up.
Like,
I
the
just want to make a
definition
comment
doing
about
you
the
fine.
isolation. I just want to comment on the Moors that think they isolated. I was the same way. If you a Moor and you feel you isolated, get on here, man. It worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a network of Moors that I could bounce information off of, and it's real effective. But that isolation do help because you got to really understand what it is you're doing. And that isolation is the best way of doing it because I'm still in the occult, and I learned about the occult in Arkansas. That's the worst place in the world. You want to try and experiment with anything that's not Jesus, because you are alone. Alone. Don't no lectures come to Arkansas. Don't no lecturers come to Arkansas. Ain't no occult bookstores. Ain't no metaphysical shop. None of that.
Man,
You know,
honestly, you're where I want to be. You're where I want to be.
yeah, that's why I'm buying
You got
40
me
acres, 100
this
miles away from civilization, because that
Nah, my
isolation
family's
really
out
helps.
there. Nah, my elder out there, man. I'm trying to see Obashango out there.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand the gems that they have in their own territory, man. It's
I didn't know nothing about Moor stuff till I got up here to Nevada. And now that I know about Moor, I see pyramids all day, every day.
Right.
All day, every day. So what I'm gonna start doing is running up, taking pictures, man, claiming them. You know what I'm saying? It was so many sphinxes here in pyramid, they couldn't tear them all down. They couldn't bury them all. So the isolation, though, you know what I'm saying, Moors? If you isolate it, Islam that thing, man. I self-law and master that thing. That's what you isolated for. To run it through that's your test. That's your test. I got into this in 2019, and yeah, it was just me. I see the Duke on here. Toriano would drop a nice 2 hours. The Duke would do a triple. Grand Sheik would do a triple. You know, Cujo will bust 2.5. And I'm like, man, I gotta be isolated to make sure this is what my choice is gonna be, because it is buyer beware. You put on the feds don't mean the trouble stop. That's when they start. When you claim your nationality, that don't break the chains. That's when you get challenged. I ain't never heard you can't do this so much in life till I put this feds on. You can't do that. You can't do that. No one. Yeah.
Yep.
So Isolation is beautiful. Use it for what it is, because that clears the intent. Because I see a lot of people get off into this knowledge to argue and be right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Damn, like
if you isolate
honestly,
it, yeah.
just
So
like
I
what
yield the
you're
floor.
saying,
That's
that
it.
isolation, Islam, that isolation is necessary because it's like you can honestly view it such as you would like the 40-day, 40-night kind of scenario. You just out in the wilderness trying to figure yourself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I
That's
mean?
what
So
it
yes,
is.
like you going through that transformation is definitely something that only you can endure.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
experiencing that. Ain't nobody else
Yep.
gonna do it for you. And that's what
That
people try to skip over with these hot pockets. You know what I mean?
yeah. If you want to do that,
Like
go
you
back to
can't do it.
Christianity.
You
Go back
can't
to
do
religion
it. You
if
cannot
you want that.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because the isolation carves your intent. Your sincerity is your credentials. You can't bullshit yourself. Either you gonna rock this or you ain't. Especially when it ain't 1,000 people co-signing. Oh, you wearing the feds? Oh, that's what's up, man. No.
Yeah.
It's just you. You got to make sure your intent is lined up. Like, all right, I've seen enough. I'm a roll. Hell or high water, I'm a roll. That's why I gotta salute Malik Bey. Roll. Because everybody else, the Jews who ain't really a nation, got a backup plan for slander. The Asians got a backup plan for slander. Nobody else got one. So putting guys on notice, I just wish you be safe, bro. Because these dudes will go out their way to target you, and their real enemy just broke their grandma's arm and broke their daughter. Oh man, well, you see the sun wasn't tilted right. He lucky that I got my socks ain't matching. But we don't get lucky like that. And we be truthful. And we be right. And I see that warrior energy is misplaced. Not you, bro. Not you. From them guys. If you want to bang on somebody, bang on that pastor that's been sucking your neighborhood for 30 years. If you want to bang, go bang on the educational system that trained you. You ain't nothing. That sat there and told you Christopher Columbus built all this and discovered all this. Don't bring it to the guys who trying to drop the chains off of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it. I yield the floor. Isolation is good. Use it correctly. That carves out your intention and sets up your intent. Because you ain't got no cosigners. I can be like Jesus. I got 1,000 people like, yeah, brother. Yeah. It don't work. I'll be like, yeah, I'm a Moorish American. What's that? All that stuff your grandfather practiced in the secret? That red hat that he got with the name on it? They know what it is. You know what I mean? So if you feel isolated more, sign on. Sign on. Give Cujo his props for making a thing that we ain't gotta be members of. This is beautiful right here. And ain't nobody else doing this online. Who else invite anybody on their platform to say stuff? Even your opposition get to come on here and speak with they dumbasses. Nobody doing this. Nobody. Ain't nowhere you doing this. It's here and MREC that let the people in the trenches actually just get up and say something. So if you are out there more and you feeling like you need more as a bounce off, sign up, bro. It's just scary as hell. That's all.
That's all.
That's all. It's just scary as hell.
As soon as you pull off the mask, you realize ain't nothing going on there. Ain't no Chucky. Not Chucky what? What's that little doll? Everybody getting murdered by a doll.
Everybody getting murdered by a doll. You right, Moore. You right, Grand Sheep. Yeah.
Depends on the doll.
Well, Chucky was a little European, we ain't worried about him.
Nah. Had to be Europeans, man. You can't have no movie with Asiatics fighting a doll. That movie be 2 seconds long, bro. Come on. Yeah. Islam to the Moors, man. Islam to the Moors, man. Stay true to what y'all doing, Moors. I'm not talking to the ones on the panel. The infants like myself, the toddlers like me. I'm a toddler. I've been in this 5 years. I just learned to walk in this. You know what I mean? Stay true though. Keep researching. Keep studying. Keep qualifying yourself because you're changing how you see your position. When I realized that I could file this affidavit and I'm no longer under you, I'm no longer your peer, but I actually have a say in this. That's a weird space to be, and a lot of us is used to being oppressed.
Yeah,
you can see it around you. Everybody around you much rather be told what to do than to carve out their own with their own hands. People scared of their own power. If you scared of power, don't put a fez on. Don't be a Moor. It ain't nothing but power bouncing here, for real, undeniable. I'm gonna yield the floor for the third time. Islam.
Man, you remind me. You know who you remind me of? And please don't say no disrespect, but you remind me of like the Morris Killer Mike. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe, man. That's the vibe.
Islam. It could be worse. Islam. I wish Killer Mike would come on over here. We can use that type of talent for sure, man. I wish he's gonna wake up and do what's right by his people.
For real.
Promoting that brand so y'all could build up all that stuff so they can come take it from you for free. Yeah, man.
No fight.
No fight.
Yeah, we'll just go around and get the last remarks. Anybody got anything? Just throw it out there before we close out.
Just putting Toriana.
I got you, Malik.
OverShangoL.com. Apologies. OverShangoL.com. RVBayPublications.com for your literature. Buy those $3, $5, $10 books. Stack up on those. Okay.
Not the 800.
Like you guys stop playing because they really don't understand how it is a gift that you have people that literally centralize the place for you to find out what you need to know. But you have to look. Ain't nobody gonna have time to look at every single keyword that you find to give you an answer. Yeah. You gotta study.
Got it.
So again, OverShangoL.com. Look in that OneDrive. Follow that 11-step process. RV Bay Publications for your heritage and history. Morris Directory to connect with other Moors. ActiveMoors.com to connect direct with other Moors. No third-party interweaver. Private security in your conversation. Hear what I'm offering you guys. All right? Run it back if you need to. I yield the floor. Islam. Oh, praise be.
You can go to Hebrew Israelite way and get banged up for about 300. They talking about, oh, they package sellers. Everything on this website costs. You got to pay 10 just to get on the website.
Is my brother Malik?
Yeah, man. You know me, man. Peace to all the studious Moors. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, man. Like, I know a lot of Moors out there, they say honors to the Prophet, but they really don't show them honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Like, they really don't understand what this man really have shown and brought to our people, man. Like, it breaks me cry sometimes, like reading the literature and just knowing the sacrifice that he made, sacrificing his flesh. And like I just told everybody in my broadcast, not one of y'all can name not one world leader in our history of Asiatic history that has brought the things that Noble Drew Ali has taught to our people. First and foremost, about your nationality and birthrights. That's it right there. Nobody has ever brought that. You know what I'm saying? So that something should click in your mind. Like, wait a minute, I never heard nobody. I done heard the civil rights talk. I don't know how many times, but nationality and birthrights. Let me see what this about. That should click in your head right there. And another thing, I want to shout out to the Cosmic Mother for being the only mother that's bold enough and have the heart enough to get up here and speak. You know what I'm saying? Because I done stated before, it's a lot of mothers. Some of them, a lot of them know this, but they are scared to speak. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because they still got that in their mind, that patriarchic system of, oh, the woman not supposed to teach, they're supposed to talk, only the man's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So big up honors for the mother out here, because we need that mother energy. You know what I'm saying? There's no nation without motherhood. You feel me? So honestly, and that's my piece. Islam, more love to all.
Islam, more. Brother Kush, you still there?
Islam, more.
Peace, more.
Yo, like I said, Big, I'm just loving the energy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving that positive vibe going up into the ethers. And just to throw my little 2 cents in, man. It's nothing that feel better than being yourself. Nothing. Nothing feels better than waking up knowing that you yourself. You are yourself. It's no other feeling better than that. And that type of feeling has to be reciprocated through all of us, though, because we all are gods. We got to drop the fear. We got to drop the doubt. We got to drop the contradiction. We do have to unify, but it ain't no unification without nationality. We have to come together as a nation, and the 5 principles are proof of that. That's why, like I heard more say about it's in the dark, it's hidden, because if it was all illuminated, then we wouldn't need the machines. And peace and love and honors to the mothers, like bro just said, Malik just said, we need more motherly energy, because we as men, we have to have that unison, that balance, that divine balance of that motherly energy to jump on these live feeds and to speak from not just an emotional standpoint, but a logical reason mind standpoint. We need, as men, we need women not to come with the but to come with the intellectual mindset, like nationality and birthrights. Real shit. We need that. Like, sometimes we need to get fucking told by a woman, like, yo, this is what the fuck it is. We need that. And we need more women like mother right here to speak like that. And we will fall in line because we honor women. But sometimes, yeah, our ego does get in the way when we feel like we can't say that shit to y'all. But the more women that come onto these live feeds, it's so much appreciated and it's so much needed that feminine energy balances with the masculine energy. Islam.
Can I add on to that just a little bit?
Well, go ahead, Mark.
I was in Staples last week and I had my fez on. So the lady who's working there asked me what, I told her, it's my national headdress, it's a fez, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Moor. What's a Moor? That's my pedigree. That's my pedigree and my political affiliation, my divine source, you know what I'm saying? What's that? Well, okay, black is a brand, white is a brand, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her about the brands and how come blacks and color people face so much, like women. I said, oh, no, not like women. You can't equate branded and feminism in the same line. It ain't even the same struggle. I said, first of all, that feminism is y'all shit. I'm a matriarch. Our women lead. You know what I'm saying? And not from no bitch ass perspective like, listen here, dude. Nah, we naturally matriarchs. Our mamas ran our cribs. You know what I mean? With respect to dad. I said the way we roll as Moors, everything come through her. When I'm a Moor, as a Moorish man, master able and noble, or Moorish able and noble, I respect women. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't put this fez on. It's part of my pedigree. So that feminist stuff is a fight between you and your man, because we've never had that type of control over our women in history. In so-called lion slavery, we never told our women what to do. We never owned a company or industry where we can grope on you to get the job. So that's your thing with your man. Don't equate that with the struggle of being black and all that, because that ain't even true. We are matrilineal, matrimonial. So yeah, that's between you and your man. We need more mothers on here because we respect women. And don't be a Moabitess. You get the red carpet for you if you acknowledge who you are and you be yourself for real. Because just because you're a female don't make you a woman. And we need the Moabitesses to stress that. They ain't gonna listen when I say it. But if a fellow sister like you, melanated, make stuff like that clear, woman and wifedom is a science, like man and being a husband. Just because I got a weenie don't make me a man. There's certain things I got to go through to make me a man. It's a science to it. So I'm totally on board. We need more moms out here. Come on up here. We ain't bashing women. We ain't judging women. We understand. We compliment each other. We compliment each other. We ain't competing. I ain't supposed to do what you do. You're not supposed to be out here playing football in UFC. That's never been your role. We compliment each other. We gears in the wheel. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Islam to the Moors.
Islam.
Shout out to Noble Drew Ali.
Islam, and I wanted to put my handle out there just in case somebody was trying to reach out to me.
Yeah.
It's Maroon Love 13. All right, MOOROON LOVE 13, MOOROON LOVE 13. And right now, I'm assisting people with showing them how to properly reserve their rights in contract law. So hit me up if you have any questions geared towards that. or any questions, of relevance, please. Of relevance. Yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can with that. I yield, please.
I got a concept I need cleared up real quick. Just real quick. I ain't gonna be too long winded, and this is open for everybody because it's about getting concepts straight. Okay. Everyone loves to talk about how the United States is a contract, right? Or you doing contract business over here, right? When I claim my nationality and I'm back in the constitutional fold, and to make sure my concept is right, now that I'm back in my proper person, I choose to go with the treaty contract. Is that a correct concept or am I off? Because I've heard people discuss this talking about, oh, it's all contract law. Y'all talking this and that, but it's like, wait a minute. The treaty's a contract, bro. Right? Or is that
No, it is a contract. It's a written agreement.
Okay. So when I'm
But
back in my proper
to answer your
person,
question, if that was correct, that is honestly something that you are supposed to say. Whether it's correct for you or is it in alignment with you, I can't answer that, nor anybody else outside of you.
got you.
You feel
Okay.
me?
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Mhm.
Not a problem.
Well, to camel back off the mother's point, this is also the reason why Moors were instructed to enforce the Constitution, because the Constitution clearly states, I believe it's Article 6, Section 2, that all treaties that were signed prior to are still
upheld, yeah,
enforced with this Constitution. Doesn't say
wow. Okay, cool.
Islam, it states prior to and after
Islam.
Islam.
Okay.
Like that's
Islam.
important to note. Like all treaties are the supreme law of the land.
Okay then. Okay. So now I'm proper person. I'm in the constitutional fold, protected by a treaty. That's the contract I choose to roll with. The one that dominates all.
Islam. And now remember, the one who states claim is the one who has to prove it. So now your job is to affinity find a way to prove that that is your stance and you are who you are. This is where your study comes in.
Right. So just like they got to prove that's not my stance.
Islam.
Yeah. Okay.
Islam.
Yeah.
To camel back off the mother's point, book that could help you with that is by a Moor named his appellation, Prince Uriel Bey.
Yeah.
Okay?
Familiar.
His 3 books, The Oceanographer. The second one, whose title is escaping me because it's not in my library right now, is the one you really want, because that one specifically, the entire book is the history of all the peoples and how they met with Islam, and how certain newer people came out of the commingling of the different nations hovering at different times in close proximity to one another, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Islam, brother, is that ad mortem?
No, it's that Modium's the third one. There's one other than that.
Oh, the consecrated? The consecrated.
The consecrated talisman? Okay.
Yeah. That one's also in the Library of Congress, by the way.
Yeah.
And has been used in several different court cases and stands as decisive. So you can go through it, read it, call out whoever you want to call out, and you cite it as a source. It's accepted in court.
That's what's up. All right. That's what's up.
Islam. Right, Hacky, can I say my last piece?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Gonna say just one thing. Still coming out of History of the Moorish Empire in Europe, but this is volume 2 by S.B. Scott. And I ain't going deep, I'm going to page 5, because I heard earlier on, not sure who, someone was discussing about unification and unity. Well, it's hard to unify with something that's already corrupted, and the people who wish to have the unification know of the corruption. That being said, top of page 5, there's nothing new under the sun. Follow me. Theological disputes and the pleasures of the circus engross the attention of the successors of the Marshal Constantine, whose authority, disputed at home, was often scarcely acknowledged in the insular possessions. Translation: insular possessions would be the vassal countries that, or vassal lands that were under him. The exaggerated perils of the strait, aided perhaps by a knowledge of the impoverished condition of the country, may have deterred the victorious barbarians, Islam, speaking of the Moors,
Berbers,
from any prolonged occupation of Sicily. While they overran the country at different times, they left no traces of their sojourn, neither colonies, institutions, racial impressions, nor physical peculiarity. Why is that? Because the peoples just melted in and became one. But the comparative exception from the common ruin seemed to have been productive of no substantial benefit. This is the key point. The spirit of the people was not adapted either to the requirement of self-government. What's self-government? Islam, or to the imperious demands of vassalage, being somebody else's property. So what that is saying, what S.P. Scott's saying, is that in this time frame between 832 and 1072, when the Moors was running up and taking over Sicily, okay, just this one locale right now, just this one geographical location, you had the issue of where we're standing today. You got righteous Moors, such as ourselves right here, trying to show the truth. You got dirty Moors saying, no, we got to get back to slavery. You got sleepy Moors who say, I don't want to study. I don't know nothing about that. Big Mama never told us nothing more than we was Gullah Geechee, or we was Taino, or we was Ledi Lenape. If you pull out the structure that's currently there that has some semblance of keeping things in order, before the people have the true spirit of self-government, Obutu Ali told us what will happen then. Wake everybody up. I'll tear all this up at the same time. Why? Not because you don't have knowledge of self. Some would say the knowledge of self fueled it, but it's part of the knowledge of self. You didn't get the full picture yet. You decided to come out the gate a little too soon without having better competency in what you're actually doing. So you're easy to get gaslit by those provocateurs that are trained to do just that. Knock you off the square, keep you busy chasing after rounding, keep you busy screaming at all these newscasters that you know are part of Project Mockingbird, CIA assets, who are being paid to say whatever story COINTELPRO wants to push out. Nothing's changed. Nothing's new under the sun. It's been like that since the beginning and continues today. What stops that? What we are doing here right now. You taking the time to learn the truth for self. Not because some old guy that used a avatar of an Olmec head. By the way, there's no such thing as Olmec. Let that hang in the ether. That's a concatenation of two dumb words. Old machine, old Mexican, old Mexican, Olmec. Okay, let that hang. Saracen. Talk to a French person, they tell you that's a buckwheat. Yeah, you ever see buckwheat, the grain? Nice and cinna. What's cinna? Look it up. You know it as the root word for cinnamon. Cinnamon. Cinna is the color of your skin, copper complexion. Get it? Cinnamon, amon. Okay.
Islam.
But we're still not done yet. It's those little factoids that anybody can verify for themselves if you take 10 minutes of your life are not impressive. And this is why I don't state things that I find in our illustrious history in public like this. Not because I don't want to, not because it doesn't give me, trust me, the strength of a million men. It does. It makes me get up every morning. But it's because I know there are those in their lowest self that would do nothing more. If they got the audacity to try to use the prophets, a warning to the nations letter, as factoid to prove their anti-Moorish point, there is literally no bounds to their shamelessness. They are the epitome of not walking with truth, or being, as they would say, ruthless.
Yeah.
And with that,
Motherless.
exactly. I say Islam, and I yield the floor.
Islam, brother Kasir.
Islam Moors, peace to the chat. Honest Noble Jali. Honest, Allah for sending them. And I came in here because I'm dealing with this weirdo on the chat named Sam L. He missing this dude.
Oh, that weirdo.
This dude weird, bro. And then I hit
Yeah.
him with he's talking about this trash shit, and he ran. Like, he didn't disappear. So I called him Forrest Gump Bay, right? He come back like, oh, that don't make no sense. I'm like, wait. You're retarded though, guy, aren't you? You're Sam. Everybody see you. I am Sam. But let's look at what he says though in the chat. I have awakened my crest when I turned 33. They tried to take me to a psych. If you could please come on the chat and tell me what the hell that means.
Yeah, fingertip thug. Everybody out here got their face showing. Come show yours, fingertip thug. I done seen him in the chat all day. Like, why y'all so bold enough, but you stop at the threshold? Come on over here.
What is awakening a crest? How do you do that? How do you awaken a crest? I don't understand. When I turned 33, are you a Mason, brother? Where he at?
They don't want his ass.
He said your mom's weird. My mom's passed
They
away.
don't want his ass.
But are you a Mason?
The link right there, Chief. We can get you squared away.
Hit the
Brother
damn link.
Kasir, Islam.
Go ahead.
If
He is a
some
Mason,
troll
boys.
told you your mother is weird, take that as a compliment. Please do not get upset.
Oh,
The
I'm
word
good.
weird
I'm good.
denotatively means one who can change his or her own future. That's it.
Islam.
So my mother is weird. And I'm weird too.
Yeah.
Oh, this weird Haven then. All the weirdos right here. What? That's the case.
So this is definitely not a weirdo. This guy is sent. He's sent. You're a Mason. That's what happened. You got sent here.
Sent from somewhere.
Yeah.
Man's
trying to hold back a tidal wave. It
Trying
ain't gonna
to
happen.
get a fast way to the 32nd degree. That's all that is.
You never go
If
full.
you don't embarrass us,
Never
you'll
go full
get your,
retard.
secret decoder ring in the morning. That's all that is.
You should be down with the Moors. Abdullah Beg get you squared off on all that in one book. But go ahead and go through all that crap
Wait.
they're gonna put you through.
How old is this guy?
And don't forget your finance too, because
Who cares? Nobody
they don't
cares.
run
That's
on
how
fruit.
old this guy is. What?
He's 16. He said, no, I should graduate high school at 16. You're too young for this. This grown man business. This grown man business. Get out of here. He's 16. But man, look.
Definitely sent.
That's why I'm saying, like, more is like, when it comes to these dirty people coming through and trying to cause confusion, shoot, why don't we just let the record speak for itself? Like, next time one of these happen, I'm coming on here and I'm just gonna put the records up, share the screen, and then anybody want to talk, they're gonna have to deal with my records and treat them like a prosecutor or a pro se cutter.
Or we could just put Malik on it. I'm messing with you, big dog. Islam, big dog. Malik ain't playing. He trying to hammer on him like, what?
Bro, Malik, you say you in North Carolina?
Salute.
Is that where you said you stationed right now? Brother Malik? You stationed in North Carolina?
Yeah, I think he's North Carolina, yeah.
I'm 15 minutes out from the borderline. You let me know when we could link, man. Real talk.
Hold on. You heard me? I said Gastonia, yeah, North Carolina, exit 19. I'm telling you, that's for any dirty. I don't know, like, I'm not the hardest, I'm not the boldest, but when it comes to defending what's rightfully mine and all the slander that these people just think they can just freely do, it comes with consequence. Every action has a reaction. That's why I keep telling them. I studied the 7 Hermetic principles. You know, I just posted them to my story yesterday. That's why I be telling people, like, I really live on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't these people know that when they're slandering our nation or nationality, those are considered hate crimes, and we have every right to off your head for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why they don't understand it.
Straight.
Let me put out the Kabbalion out there. Brush up on that universal principle. The Kabbalion is like, I would say maybe a
Say that again, mother.
It's like there's some reverberage going on.
Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, the book, The Kabbalion, right? The book, The Kabbalion, it's literally called, the author is by 3 initiates. That's what it's called, 3 initiates. And
I mean, that's great.
You talking about the Kabbalion?
Yeah,
I have it.
You have to, if you are truly on this information, master that little book. It will come in handy. All of it will sink in for you. You will understand why things are happening, how you should move, why you're moving the way you want to move. It will plug in for you. You need those universal principles in your vocabulary, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to put that out there. Islam.
Yep. And if they start studying it, like, because everybody confused with rhythm and cause and effect, they all mixing that into polarity. But start studying them damn laws, and you'll really get it. And then when you throw gender in there, and you see the gender don't really equate to masculine sex or feminine sex, it's a whole nother spin.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, Cujo, drop the yeah, he leaked. Yeah, never mind. 14 hours on this joint. These people run around the whole time.
Yeah. When they hear, yes, we're about to close out, send the link. No,
Send the link. Let me call it.
Been here for 2 hours talking about send the link. 2 hours.
How did I find the link?
The hell?
Yeah.
I asked for it. Drop that, dude.
Serious trolling. You guys are master trolls.
Yep, that's how we know this movement is gaining traction. When you pull off of your primary life to come over here and bark at our angle, you know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you, Cujo, for setting this up, man. I appreciate you allowing me on here, for real.
No worries, more. That's all we do.
Yeah, I thank you for that, man. Honors, man. Big ups to you, bro, for having this going, man. I know it's a sacrifice personally, and I just say I want to say I appreciate it, man, for real. Thank you.
Give thanks, more. Yeah, we got to have these uncomfortable conversations right here.
Yes, Hashtag.
We the only ones we got, man. Ain't nobody out here really putting us in movies or doing nothing for the red tops. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do it.
We the only ones we got.
Uncomfortable conversations, fam.
Honors to all the Moors worldwide, and we'll get another one going this week. We'll get another one going this week.
Yeah.
So we can get this word out.
Oh yeah.
We get this word out. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and all the Moors in the chat and everywhere else. Islam, Moors.
Islam.
Islam.